The fuck?
I got graduated for evolving.
Yeah, Congrats. As Kit would say, Congo rats. Congo rats.
Hunger rats.
Congo rats. Like congrats, Congo rats.
Yeah.
So, anyway, a few things before we get fully started. Okay. First off, Chewy is also live, so make sure you give him some love and support. I'ma fight you. Okay. Okay. Glad we got that over with.
Debatable.
You know what? I'm gonna fucking rip out your tongue if you fucking say that word one more time. Don't you dare. The better side is here. Yes, he is the better side. Anyway,
Debatable.
rats from elk. Talking about you, bitch. Anyway, um, you need to fix my camera a little bit, baby,
Why?
because the corner where my mic is right here, it's like peeking out, and I don't know if it's gonna fully cover that.
There.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, I need a green screen. All right, I get it. I have an announcement to make. By the way, guys, I don't know if anybody has noticed it yet or what. Um, I have joined a stream team, a very special stream team in my opinion, because it's a very good friend of mine who recently hit partner. Um, if you guys are familiar with Crazy Hazy, he hit partner a few months back and he started the Origami Order. And Ministry, you're officially a brat. That's crazy.
I know,
Would you
right?
shut the fuck up?
I mean, damn,
Crazy.
it took her 20 years, but she finally got there. We're so proud of her.
What do you
She
what do you
she,
mean? Crazy. Yeah, I am officially a part of the Origami Order, who is led by Crazy Hazy. Okay. I have a panel below about more information, but it's definitely fucking hell, guys. You
Minister
ruined
like
everything.
Minister like, boo, we don't want that crap. You to announce
Apparently
you're a brat.
not. Apparently
Boo.
not. When I
Fake,
become partner, we'll make the brat order, all right?
fake
Crazy.
Stormy, not a brat. Boo.
Wild. Anyway, where's the announcement that Chewy's going to wear a collar every stream?
Nope. Sorry to disappoint you, Ministry. I set a goal. I told you guys about the goal. You guys haven't been paying attention. Watch ever
I
set
still don't
go.
believe you did that stream. I don't believe you. There's no
What?
proof.
I did the choke. I wore a choker. I wore a choker.
I don't believe you.
Jam could tell you. Sheep could tell you.
When? When did you stream this?
This was a
In
while.
September?
It was a while back. It was a while
Well,
back.
yeah, I have that picture, but the sub goal was hit. Kim hit that sub goal, and it was for Chewy's choker. So you need to buy a new choker.
No, Kim has to choose. I told Kim has to choose her own personal. Because we did a wheel. I did a wheel. Is whoever wins, whoever is submitted, they get to choose. The winner gets to pick a choker of their choosing, and Kim won.
Literally no, it was the sub goal. You literally have a sub goal, and when someone gives you a sub, it says Chewy's choker.
Yes,
I don't want to fucking hear it.
and
And
Kim has to
that
choose.
was
Kim has to choose her choker. Since Kim's the one that reached the sub goal.
hit the goal.
Yes.
Kim, get back to Chewy, damn it!
She hasn't messaged me or anything, so I'm just chilling. So you can get all ranty and
Jim, tell Kim to get back on it. No, I have the picture of him wearing the choker that day. Okay? So anyway, stream team, yes. Origami Order, Crazy Hazy. I am a part of it. We're big on mental health and everything. That's why I wanted to be a part of the stream team, because I thought it was very special in that sense. As you guys know, I'm very big advocate for mental health and people taking care of themselves. Not me, but Um anyway,
I
you
thought
want to
that was
choke
crazy.
Chewy? Choke the chicken? Ayo. Also, I thought it was for nipple tassels for Chewy when he moves in with Stormy so she can tug on them when hype train starts. No, even better, Jem. Even better. I'll get Dad Nato involved.
Well, I know your dad wants to be very, very involved.
On
Oh.
what, Fox? No. Gotta check in here also. Yes, give Chewy the love, guys. Take care of ourselves. No, thanks. You can double flickies. Let's go. Crazy. That's
Oh.
wild.
Yeah,
Anyway,
but I know Ministry is disappointed about the fact that you're not official Brett. I mean, I don't
oh
blame
yeah,
you.
I'm on the Brat stream team. Sorry guys. I'm just more about mental health and, advocacy and all that fun stuff. Sorry to disappoint
You
you.
miss one more part of it.
What?
Self-care that you do horrible at.
Wait, hold on. Hear me out. What does it say on my channel specifically? Let's see. What
We're not
does it
talking about your
exactly?
channel. We're talking about since you're part of that group now. That means you
Yeah.
had to take part of doing.
Mental health awareness and advocacy. There's nothing about self-care in here.
It's part of your mentality, self-care. It's part of it. If you don't take care of
Either
yourself,
way,
no, don't you try to dodge this shit.
I had breakfast and lunch today. What you mean?
It's crazy. It's crazy, guys. How she gets to like now she's on top of things without me be on her ass. Even though she probably wants me to be on her ass, because like I said, and apparently she had energy today because she took a little nappy nap, and now she's feeling
Because you
unhinged.
told me I need to take a nap.
I know you listen. I know that's good. So she did that, and
Crazy.
now for some reason she has this unhinged energy, and she was being all dominant with me. I'm like, wow, it took you after TwitchCon to took the initiative. So I was waiting for her. Everyone you guys kept calling her Dami Mommy. I was waiting for. I was like, where is this Dami Mommy that everyone was talking about? Haven't seen her since TwitchCon, so it was kind of crazy. Made her appearance while we're miles away from each other. So yeah, crazy. Who would have thought?
Has Storm had food today or someone need to send you chicken? I had breakfast and lunch today. Crazy, I know. Who would have thought? Another rarity. And 2 cups of coffee on top of that.
Even Jem said, "Lead by example, Storm." God, example.
I do. Storm needs dinner, and that'll happen. It's only 6 o'clock here.
Well, actually, you know what? Based on, I think since you made an announcement, I think might as well let people know that I'm also be doing something a little different with my Makers and Crafters stream. So with the addition of doing diamond painting, I'll be also doing oil pastels. Because if you guys don't know, well, this is first for Stormy. Pastels,
Pastels.
whatever.
Pastels.
Bada bing, bada boom, linguini. So
So, put one on your throne so I can buy it for you. Okay, thanks.
yeah, make sure you buy all the make sure you buy all the stuff from Stormy's throne before you go into mine. Thank you very much. So anyway,
Crazy. The only thing I really need is a green screen because look at this monstrosity. But anyway, I still gotta find mine. But anyway, that's the yeah. Anyway, yes, whenever he decides to do a makers and crafters stream again, whenever that is, because I never seen one. That's been eons. I think I broke my pen. Anyway. I think I broke my pen. It's fine.
this bitch.
What?
You haven't
I
seen.
mean, it's been huh?
You see me do a makers and crafters stream.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, it's been
It
a
was
long
like the
time.
beginning of this year.
Yeah, but you make it sound like I've been away for almost 50 years.
You have, because we've been dating for almost 8 months now.
crazy how she already assumed that, since he hasn't seen him do Making the Crafters, he's been missing out for almost 100 years. Needs some
I
comfort.
have. Listen, guys, this man has left me alone all day until 9 o'clock at night last night. The audacity. And I said it's illegal in a relationship.
Yeah, she had to call the relationship Pentagon to to make it illegal to her man who is an illegal immigrant here. So
He's not illegal. He's just full of shit.
well, we do E and the poo comes out of us, so it's called shit. So
8 months of Stormy, poor Chewy. That's fucking wild. That's wild. Why do you guys come back? Like, come on, you've been a part of my channel for what? Almost fucking 6 years, and you guys keep coming back? Not poor Chewy, poor you guys. You guys are the ones that have Stockholm syndrome, if that's the case. Fucking hell. Am I wrong?
Blink twice if you need help.
Jeebus. That's fucking crazy.
Blink twice if you need help, or blink 5 times you're in a mental crisis. Really set us free like Dobby. Damn.
Alright, guys, I'll just end my stream and everybody go to Chewy's channel tonight. How about that?
What should I be like the memes? Should I give you guys a Glock and you'd be like, Dobby has been presented with a Glock.
Dobby is thug.
Dobby a thug. Dobby is pretty.
Stormy Malfoy, that's fucking wild. You should have said that when I was a fucking blonde, Tiger.
Damn.
Missed opportunity, ho. Also, Tinker, thank you for the 15 stream streak. I really do appreciate you. Just saying.
The fact Jen called you a Stormy Malfoy.
Crazy.
I mean,
Crazy.
it is chaotic hour at this point. Even though we should be in the season of being thankful.
We should be in the season of being thankful. And I'm thankful for this community of chaos. Does that count? What if I...
I mean, the fact that you're shit talking him just like not like 5 seconds ago. But why
I told you I'm in a mood. So 18 minutes done. So what are we talking about? Wow, we're gonna get started. We were just making announcements first, bitch. Crazy. Freaking TikTok's gonna ban my ass because of how unhinged I am. You know what? If I offend people, I don't give a fuck. I'm sorry. I'm in that mood today.
Well, I mean that's kind of like that beginning topic because to be honest, I felt really bad hearing about the news that see what I mean? She keeps beating me with a stick. Jimmy's a good elf. Set me free.
Dem, I gave you a sword. What do you mean? I don't beat you.
Damn, so
I'm not your bitch. Your bitch is next to you. My bitch is 2,100 miles away from me, okay?
yeah,
she's not actually next to me.
And she threatened me. She's like, do something about it because I know she ain't gonna do something about it. So it's like we're vice versa at this point. So there's no way of what we're gonna do to each other. But she wants to fuck around and find out. But again, I have potential ways to do it. So she doesn't, by the way. Just to let you guys know, she doesn't. She hasn't tried it. She haven't committed. So
listen, I literally put a pinned comment saying alerts were gonna be off. Gem, do not save your biddies. I don't care. Do I need to put them on? Hi, Looney.
And also, question:
you know the sound?
In question, Gem, do you need one sock or you need multiple socks? Because if you're just saying, "Give me a cum sock," do you need one? Just saying,
It's what you cause when you beat me with a Dude, I only smacked you twice at TwitchCon.
Damn.
And that was because Chewy felt left out.
Since when I felt left out? For being whacked by you?
You literally said the only one getting smacked.
I did
And you're like,
not
why
say
is
that.
it Jem? Yes,
That's
you did.
crazy. No, I did not. Wow.
Yes, you
The
did.
assumption she's making, like she's making it sound like I'm like desperate for his freaking whacking.
Listen.
That's wild.
No,
No-
Sheepy and he got my back on that. You literally said that in the car while we were going to Universal. You're like, why do you keep smacking me?
Yeah, that's it. I say like, oh, I miss getting smacked,
Yeah,
please.
you're like, you keep threatening Jem that you're gonna smack him.
Crazy.
And you don't. And I did. Literally at the entrance.
Crazy how she's making assumptions. Crazy.
I Crazy that you have a shit memory like a squirrel.
Well, first of all, we're all degenerates and we don't use 90% of our brain when especially we're hanging around. So the fact that you're still using that percentage of your brain cells, that tells me what you were doing at TwitchCon.
Is enjoying the moment and remembering and having good memories, yes.
Yeah, it's not
Um
using 10% of it, not the full. Yeah, I know you want to do it too. Anywho.
Crazy. Jem wants to throw his bits about. Leave them alone. They nice bits. Hey yo. Cries like Mort in the corner while Daddy and Uber bitch. I mean, Mommy are fighting again. Poor babe is gonna have a hell of a time fucking editing this shit, man. I'm telling you.
Well, I'm not. I'm only just like cut off like the starting soon. I'm just laying everything out. It's uncensored. I don't care.
Great. Wow. Guys is gonna see my true colors.
I thought I already express your true colors in other ways, but we're not gonna talk about it here in stream.
Only with you, baby boy. Only with you.
Baby boy, crazy. Call me
Mm-hmm.
baby boy. But she was almost snickered a freaking tea kettle. As her,
Listen, I've been coughing like a fucking squeak toy too.
thank God you
Circumcised.
oh, wow. I think you should have taken that voice actor a long time ago. You could have been the new Squeak from Toy Story. She could have.
Oh, fuck.
Damn.
I'm crying too.
So no, Gem. If you want to like get back at her, just use the squeaky toy from Toy Story 2, and she'll get the reference right away.
The fucking penguin.
The penguin, yes.
Crazy. I'm fucking crying.
I bet he's looking up right now as we speak. As he's...
He's gonna like fucking go to my throne and like have it like requested, recommended on my throne, and like he's gonna buy it for me. Watch.
Oh. I mean, there. I
Oh my
mean, you
god.
do. I mean, we both live close to Disney, so I feel like that could be very attainable for both of us. So
Crazy. Well, considering we're going to Disney in January, so
that's true. Yeah.
I'm sure Chewy will buy it for me if he saves up enough.
Why do you
Anyway,
wait? Okay, but I have quick question because before do
answer.
they have a? I think they do have a Toy Story Land in not at
In Disney World, yes.
Disney World. Yeah, but I think they have their own section, wasn't it? Because I know they have you have the Avatar Land, the little area, or the Wild Kingdom as they call it.
Yeah, hold on. It's in Hollywood Studios.
Meaning of like the main gate.
Like that park, it's in Hollywood Studios.
Okay. So
If that's what you're looking for, yes.
yeah, well, the only reason why I say it because I know where. Well, I know I could go to the Disney store like instead of going to the theme park and getting the squeaky toy.
Hold on. So to answer your other question, because there's a lot of there's 4 parks in total.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That I know for sure.
Okay. And 3 parks in Universal.
That I know too.
Just go to Chewy.com, get all kinds of toys that sound like Stormy.
You try not to lag because you'll start coughing again. You're gonna have a cough fit by the end of this stream or during this podcast. By the way,
I already have.
I know. Well, you almost died
Oh,
close to like 15 minutes in already.
yeah, I know.
So.
And I feel like I got something in my eye.
Oh shit! Damn.
I'm dying, falling apart, guys. Bye, cruel world. Those tops that whistled? What? What the fuck are you talking about?
I think it's best for Jen to send you that possible picture. He needs reference, you know.
I do need reference, but we're not gonna worry about that anyway. So anyway, let's get to the podcast, all right? So, we kind of wanted to talk about Thanksgiving traditions and stuff. Um, so I don't know if you wanted to start that off and if there was anything else you wanted to talk about.
Well, I know we're gonna probably talk about it later because I want to address that issue that went down with one of our good streamer friends, which was
Mm,
is kind of bullshit. But I'll wait till after. But I know since we're in the month of thankfulness, basically Thanksgiving. I
should be
find
all year, in my opinion.
what
To always be thankful.
I mean, it's kind of weird to think about it though, but because the thing is, I've before we started getting ready for the podcast, I actually did some research, like some this is like basic research on like certain days, right? Like of course,
This man used his brain, holy shit, and he was bitching about me for using my brain. Who would have thought, guys? Okay.
first of all, I was using 2% now, so I had to I had to drink a Red Bull to get that extra dial up to 1%.
And this bitch didn't get me a Red Bull either.
Yeah,
How
coffee,
rude.
bitch. So don't you give me that shit. You have your peppermint flavored coffee.
It's the Death Wish peppermint mocha, and it's not even peppermint. It's just like it tastes like hot chocolate, and it is the best fucking coffee on this motherfucking earth. Okay, bite me.
I I stand corrected, Your Honor. I will take 10 points for Ravenclaw. So thank you.
Crazy.
Anywho, besides your mocha peppermint, what's I look well because I know we have friends who live in different areas. Like for instance, like Maple Clem and Jews from Canada, and they celebrate way early in around October.
In October,
Yeah,
Tara too.
same with Tara. They all celebrate in October, which is kind of weird, but again, it's probably how they celebrate. But the only thing that's similarities about it is they celebrate like just like a traditional Thanksgiving in America. But I know the only difference they only have their own little their side like their a little twist if that makes sense. Like I think they did think food wise, you know, because if you think of food wise, like from like a traditional Thanksgiving to a like like Canadian Thanksgiving, I think what
Mm-hmm.
they did was they had this thing. I know they had like roasted turkey, which is I think still similarity to like a normal size stuffing turkey.
Mm-hmm.
Cranberry mashed potatoes, but I think I saw one that threw me off. It was like asparagus. It was like asparagus and something. I forgot.
Asparagus casserole. That's a normal thing in America too.
I believe. Well, I can't say it. That's between two the traditionalists who celebrate Thanksgiving. I never had those
I
because
never had the asparagus personally, but turkey and stuff is normal.
yeah, but like compared to like like say with tradition, I know theirs is kind of like similar like with original Thanksgiving, and then of course with us in Mexico. The only difference is The only difference when with Canadian, America, and Mexico, there's lots of similarities, but with Mexico, there's more family packed. Because if you think of a traditional, you think of a good amount of family, like maybe like 20. Let's say 20. Let's say 20. Like big gathering, a big feast. As they always say in the stories. But if you're looking at like if you know about Mexicans in Mexico, they have it's like a fucking concert, which be like about 45 people, and they'll have a big stash. You have your traditional on one side, but then you have the other portion, which is pozole, menudo, mole, tamales, chicharrones, mazapanes, agua
Feel
frescas.
like I'm going cross-eyed as you're saying all these things. Like, what?
Mm.
I got a lot to learn, okay, guys? I'm too white for this shit.
Here I thought I made progress with her trying to understand Spanish,
I do understand the majority of it.
which was.
Not what you're speaking, just like normal communication.
I speak normal? Normal?
Like we were having a conversation. I was like, "Why is it sandwich de queso instead of queso sandwich?"
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's fair. I was confused. I'm like, wait, we had no conversation since when?
Hi, Mia.
So I get so okay. So I'll wait till the sound because I think my sound's louder.
Yeah, my sounds play, but it doesn't play on stream right
Oh,
now.
okay. So yeah. So what Stormy is saying about like a cheese sandwich. That's the real term for it, right? And of course, in
Fucking
English,
Duolingo.
yes. I feel like I need to stop on Duolingo because it's gonna fucking rot my brain with perfect Spanish. But in if you were to understand Mexican, like speaking Mexican, but with the different terminology and how we
I'm
speak it,
asking.
we would uh we would call it uh sandwich de queso, or if you want like a specific thing of like, oh, yo quiero queso con mi sandwich. So it's kind of like similar, but it's depending on different regions of Mexico, or like you were to have a conversation with people who speak Spanish fluently, I would tell her that, and I would tell her like for a good example, like if you were to get a sandwich, let's say you wanted tomatoes, lettuce, and onions, right? So it'd be like, yo quiero unos sándwiches, pero nomás eche cilantro, lechuga, and tomate, right? And then she's over here saying like tomato. I was like, what? So I understood tomato. I'm learning Spanish. I'm like, what?
No, Mia, no, I wasn't disappointed. It was just
Oh,
because I'm trying to figure out when to speak to chat versus, when to not disrupt the podcast. It's a learning progress, all right? And no, that does not mean I love you, Raider. Te amo mucho means I love you, okay? A lot. Fuck off. But no, me, I'm not disappointed. But no, I was talking about the aspect. He was explaining the aspect of a cheese sandwich and like how it's important to text me. Right. Right. Yes, because you want to eat something. Uh-huh. Right.
I mean,
Uh-huh.
what what
Yeah.
what did I do? I,
Should we come back me up here?
I mean, look, if some
Alerts are off, by the way.
if you're fruity and you like that kind of thing, then yeah, you can request that, but you have to request it to a specific person if they're into it. So, I
Thank
don't know
you,
how
Mia.
I don't know how it's like in Texas, So if it is that, if they're like
I
that,
can't. Crazy. And Looney, I can't. You should have read the pin chat first. That's your fault.
but yeah, because I think well yeah, like I said, because every country's well back to what I was telling, like I try to teach her some of the things, but I know like she's doing Duolingo. I doing Duolingo to see like how accurate it is. So far, my brain is like cannot comprehend it because of the perfect English. I mean, the
The
Spanish.
perfect English, yes.
Yeah, see, English is fucking me up. The Spanish, how too perfect it is, and it kind of fucked me up a little bit. Not gonna lie. So that's why I had to kind of like, whenever Stormy had a question about like my Spanish, she had to like ask me which words it means. But I try to say as slowly as possible, cause of course, because she knows she has people who speak Puerto Rican, and Puerto Ricans speak a lot faster than Mexicans. So I had to say slower, like I'm like teaching a kindergarten. ¿Cómo te llamas? And she'd be like, Yo soy Stormy.
We haven't even had a normal conversation in Spanish. Listen. So what you're telling me now, babe, is to quit Duolingo. Got it. That's my problem. I can read it, but hear it, that's tough. I can read it, I just can't fucking speak it.
Like
Like
what?
half of the time I say something and I say it wrong. Like when when we Jem and Chewy were judging me on this. So when I was saying the bar name that we were supposed to meet up with for juice, I forget how I said it, but I think the correct the correct pronunciation is El Chinon. And like, but I said it weirdly, and I was like, you know what, babe? I'm just gonna call it chicken wing.
Yes, because yeah, chicken wing. Yeah, that was the bar where we all gathered. It's literally called El La Chicken Wing. Uh,
Yes.
Like I had like like not gonna lie, I had the
Aka,
urge.
why?
I had the urge for me for some reason. I was gonna be like, do I just go to the owner and be like, my girlfriend, who is white as paste, it want misinterpret the name and she believed it was a chicken wing. Do you ever sell any chicken wings,
No, I
girl?
said that just to piss him off. Okay, I gotta wear the cat ears for 5 minutes. I'm sorry. Hi, Octo. But yeah.
what made it more funnier before we move forward, when she first tried out the food here in downtown Los Angeles, she was she was trying so hard, and just to let you know, she was wearing glasses. I think she was wearing shades at that time. She was like perfectly like serious mode, like just like chilling, trying to have a conversation. While myself and my mom were like, no más quiero todos mazapanes y todos tacos y todo, all that, speaking Spanish, right? She was like,
This
mm-hmm.
man had to order for me.
She was like, mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I have no idea.
She was like, I like as soon as I got done, she walked away. I looked at her, as like, did you understand that? Kind of.
No,
No.
maybe.
She's like, no. I was like, hmm.
And then we go, well, mind you, like, we went to another fucking dying. Anyway, we went to another restaurant and like they switch back and forth to English and Spanish. So like Chewy's speaking Spanish to the waitress. La camarera, by the way. Haha. And and I was like, speaking English, and I was like, I feel like I'm the tourist here, isn't it usually the opposite?
Well,
So Chewy ended up ordering for me, and I was ordering something, and Chewy's like, "Didn't you want to get like try the soup because mom said it was good?" I was like, "Oh yeah," but I like, you know what? I felt like I'm the type of person that will order like the most minimal thing just because I'm not like an expensive person.
but she should know. But at the same time, she should know that she was in California, where there's nothing here. So,
Yeah, true. And I mean also for the stuff and the things that I did. But anyway, we're not going to talk about that. Um
but yeah, but going back to the Thanksgiving thing, but like I said, because it was funny. my grandparents and my aunties that were here last week were like, "What you're gonna bring? What you're gonna bring? What you're gonna bring?" And of course, we all figured out which we were gonna get, right? So of course, my mom was gonna make the ham. My auntie's bringing the turkey. My grandparents is bringing a big bucket of tamales, both sweet. Yeah, no, it's this big. It's bigger than that. But yeah, so bigger than your body. Well, anywho, we're gonna
Crazy.
have a sweet tamale and then a tamale uh with red chili and green chili, and then some pozole, menudo, pan dulces, and then of course like on the side we're gonna have like some uh some hot cocoa, some agua frescas, and of course beer. You need beer, so that's pretty much what's gonna be happening over here with us, especially celebrating Thanksgiving. But I found out what's a crazier one. You know, what's a crazier country that celebrate Thanksgiving? Japan. So they celebrate kind of how we do, but the thing is for like the workers. It's like the workers getting a day off. You know, so like you know how like we all get days off on certain couple days, right? So they celebrate it. I think they celebrate a week. I think days early before the actual holiday, and then and each day, of course, you celebrate, you enjoy with your family,
Hmm.
but mostly you be in the offices. You know, of course, like you know, like if you go to office, you have the meals and stuff like that to enjoy with your coworkers. So they call it a Labor Day. Like, it's kind of like Labor Day, kind of, but they call it Labor Rest Thanksgiving, kind of. And it's based,
Interesting.
so yeah, and they basically get the whole week off, but majority of
Hmm.
that week they have to be in office to do gift exchange, eat with your coworkers, kind of thing. And I'm like, bro, I don't want.
Ew.
I'm like, that sounds disgusting as all hell. I'm like, I would not
Ew.
do
Why
that.
would I want to like spend Thanksgiving with my coworkers unless I really like them? I mean, in all fairness, I do have one or two coworkers that I would enjoy that with,
Mm-hmm.
but um yeah, that's not something I would go out of my way for. Like
But I
my
think
work life is separate from my personal
but I
life.
think because like since it you know like not I know it's not stereotypical, but I think like people were to go to Japan, you see so many offices. Is lots of like
Sorry, that was my alarm.
it was like lots of office buildings, so I you know, and they're all office workers, you know, stuff like that. So I think that's the reason why it's called you know it's called that special day is called that.
Yeah,
So that's my assumption. I know it probably has a different meaning to it.
probably.
But I know like they say after that you get you know you get to enjoy festivals. 'Cause I know they do festivals and all that stuff, and of course being around your family. So I'm like, all right, so like there's a second half to it, but it's like basically you have to enjoy the office work just to like enjoy with the coworkers for a little bit before you go out, kind of
I feel like
deal.
that's a bit much.
That does sound like a bit much, but like I said, I've not never been in that position. Even though I've worked in so many companies that have that kind of situation where it's like, okay, you're getting that next couple 3 days off from that Thanksgiving week. You
Hmm.
that one day you're working. Of course, you're not working. You're just enjoying you know the meal, Thanksgiving meal.
Yeah.
So
Hmm. That's
again,
fair. Um,
but
it's
but I think
yeah,
but I think what it
I think
is
it's similar.
I never enjoyed much of the thing like the traditional meals. Like I think I only would enjoy is like the of course the turkey, the stuffings a little bit here and there, and then of course like the dessert, like you know either like apple pie, pumpkin pie, stuff like that. But I think I prefer like my own cult. Like I know a lot of people probably prefer their own personal cultures meal. But like if you have like a
So
person,
next year will definitely be interesting. You'll have to let me know what you want.
oh you're gonna have a full you're gonna have a full course. Then you're gonna get some like I say, you're gonna make some chicharrones,
It's only
some.
gonna be three of us.
Yup, I'm making you and your dad eat. All right. So
Crazy.
so
I guess we're streaming this next year, guys. I'm just
so no,
saying.
the guy keep on the reference chicharrones, pozole, some tacos de carnitas, pollo, tripas, some
Meat, chicken. I don't know the third one.
tripas.
Is that like tripe, like some type of fish?
It's like it's kind of like a version of
Hmm.
tri-tip, kind of like tri-tip, kind of.
Oh, like the nachos.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So it's
bet.
that. So
Okay.
that. So and then she's gonna, her and her dad's gonna enjoy some agua frescas, and then of course I'm gonna get her some
The
pan.
water stuff that I had.
Yes, but you haven't tried I think you haven't tried the horchata. You have to try the horchata. You might like the horchata.
I've had horchata before.
But from where though? That's the thing though.
A Mexican restaurant. That one I told you about with the taco
You have
salad.
to go to a Mexican restaurant, and you could probably look it up because it's in Brentwood, called
Mm-hmm.
Acapulco. There's a market called Acapulco. The reason why I know this because there was one
Are
in
you researching Florida before you move here?
no, because I went to a restaurant called Acapulco here in the city of Palm Desert, California. When we
Mhm.
do the celebration, um, whenever we go out in July to celebrate a tournament, we always go to a thing called Acapulco's, and of course the Mexican market. You know, you have your sections. In the main entrance, if you go to the left or right, depending on how it's made or how the diagram is, all the like the foods, all the food stuff from like the meats and stuff like that shit will be on your left side, and depending on other
Mhm.
areas is on your right. So,
So, what city did you say this was at?
uh, Palm Desert, but I believe
No, you said Brentwood.
it was Brentwood if I'm correct. Just type in like
That's in Cali.
no, like type in Acapulco Mexican market, because I think there's one like 15 minutes away from you. I think that's how Brentwood's how far it is. So I'm not sure how far Brentwood is.
There's we'll look more later. But there's a couple, but not what you were talking about.
Okay, but yeah.
We'll talk later about it, but yeah. Um yeah. I mean, in all fairness, Octo, to work on your comment about that, I'm also going to be working out a lot once he's here. Um because I'll actually have a set schedule with him being here. I've realized the work life balance is definitely not easy, especially if I want to work out and stuff. Um, because of the fact that I just want to spend time with him. It's not like I'm gonna work out while we're in Discord together or something. Like, yeah, on a day off, I could work out in the morning while he's sleeping because of the time difference. But, um, what do you, Charlie B, why? Why?
I mean, is it a
For
free
you.
exercise program?
I mean, it'd be a good exercise program for your jaw anyway. But anyway, so,
Debatable, but sure. You
anyway,
haven't tested my jaw
um,
yet, so.
um, but yeah, so, I'm sure it'll be to the point that I will actually eventually eat 3 meals a day and actually be healthy. When that happens, I don't know, but, time will tell. Because next year's a big chapter for us, so I'm excited. Mi abuela always felt I wasn't eating enough. I feel like that's every grandmother though.
No, when it comes to Hispanic grandparents,
Well, that's what I meant, specifically Hispanic grandparents.
yeah.
They always make sure that you eat more and then some.
Well,
Um,
that's the thing though, because I had a hard time. I had a hard time whenever I lost the weight during high school. I was always worried about Thanksgiving because, like I said, I was at the peak of being 180 pounds, and I was more worried because knowing how my grandmother would, you know how like if you ever see like you know how you see a normalized tamale, It's about like not as fatty, not as much like dough, right? And it's kind of like those those frozen burritos you get like a nearby like a Walmart or like a Target. Those frozen burritos are
Mhm.
like thin with how I know each grandmother how they make the mal is different, but how my grandma would make it, she would put like so much like meat in it, and it looks like it has a limp, like it has like a pimple, like a big old limp, and you know, because if you see that limp, which is funny, I know it's funny, he's like describing it, but if you enjoy tamales a lot, and if you see a limp, that shows they put so much meat into the tamale. So when they cook it, they be like, "Oh, it's gonna be juicy." Yes, you can.
So when it's limp, it's good. Got it.
It's good, and you're gonna have basically you're gonna have like a full like load of meat in your mouth. Yes, I say a full load.
Kinky.
Yeah, you want a full load.
Um,
Anyway,
I fell in love with horchata after my daughter-in-law's abuela made some for Christmas dinner 3 years ago. Been hooked ever since. You know what was
ooh,
really so one thing that I really enjoy, and this is like more Puerto Rican because it's, you know, for this time of year was coquito. It's Puerto Rican eggnog and it's so fucking good. I've only had it once, but because I don't drink alcohol at home because of dad,
mm,
but it is so fucking good. So yeah, I definitely want to make it one year. You know, and again, when Chewy and I are on our own, but
damn, so you're
um,
gonna make some coquitos and we're gonna get turned up. That's what she's
but
saying.
anyway, um, everyone else has to go through only chewychews.com. Oh my god. Shark, how you doing, beautiful?
I mean,
I haven't eaten today. Octo, fucking eat. I'm sorry. This is important. Go fucking eat. I ate 2 meals today. You better fucking go eat now. Do it. Fucking do it now.
actually had a question for Mia. For crazy for what Mia said how she enjoyed her daughter-in-law's horchata. You know how I think I told you how hard it is to perfect a horchata. It's very hard. So the fact, because I know everyone has a taste bud of like how much sweet they want in their drinks. With horchata, it's a hit or miss because it's like you're doing rocket science if that makes sense. Because because I know you go to basic ingredients, but the thing is when you're stirring, or no, rephrase, not stirring. When you add water and sugar, you had to figure out the like the right amount that will go to it to have a perfect drink. Because I had so many like altercations during Thanksgiving with people uh freaking my auntie, my grandparents, and then some of my siblings and my family be like, "You fucked up the horchata. You should add more of this to that." And each year, whoever takes priority of like, okay, I'll do the chata this year. You do it next year, right? It felt like I was on the Mexican Jerry Springer because it was to a point. I was like, I gotta get the popcorn ready. I need to watch what's gonna happen. Who's gonna throw hands? I gotta place bet with my uncle. Be like, who's gonna swing first? Who's gonna chew out who? Oh, it's hilarious. It's funny. It's funny as hell. It's way. I say it could been better than Jerry Springer himself. Like way better. Like it's hilarious. You think Mexican novella's crazy? Ah, see that shit in real life. That's just more funny. But
Crazy.
it's always
Here I am
funny.
with just dad and I enjoying the quiet holiday.
Wow, when it comes to Hispanics, we're never quiet.
I know.
I gotta say, I think
I know.
your coworker should. I probably told you about it, right? Your poor.
They usually spend time with a couple relatives and stuff.
Mm,
Depending. Sometimes their mom visits, sometimes they just go to their aunt. Um things like that. So, what do you call it? But yeah, those quiet days are over. I mean, in all fairness, I don't know how noisy Chewy's gonna make it once he's here.
I mean, if there's neighbors around, we're probably be very loud. So, anywho, with a
Kind of noise. Are you blasting music or something that I'm missing?
I mean, if we're probably living next to HOA, be like that. I think I'm gonna blast my Mexican music.
No, we don't live in an HOA neighborhood. I know what direction he's going into, Mia. I know, but we're not making it unhinged hour. Crazy. Crazy
No,
shit, man.
but but to kind of like tone it down a little bit. I think the only funny part about this,
Toning it down, that's fucking wild.
well, until we bring it back up for like the next 15 seconds, but just a just to bring it just
Bring
a little bit
something else
down.
up. I mean, anyway.
I know you want to say big. I know. But the only thing that was always kind of cool, the only thing I always that's always very awesome that we always do before and I know it happens. This is always traditional with a lot of people. We always pray. We all give our personal who we thankful for kind of thing. And also just like I know as we'll be starting around in 3 minutes. But I think that I think it makes it old school because how most families are religious wise, we always pray and we pray a lot. But again, it's hard for me to say because, of course, I have my reasons for it. Not say I'm denying, the man upstairs. It's hard to, I always give my choice of words of like being very thankful, and of course my sets of prayers to, the man himself. Just be like, just look out for my loved ones and my family. Simple as that. Even though sometimes my grandma would always get on my case, like, that's it. Is that you gonna say about the Lord? You got to say
That's
more.
it.
He's like, what else you want me to say? He's like, tell him how much you lived this long, how much he protect you from all the crazy shit that goes around here. I was like, what crazy shit goes around here? It's like, look at you, must fail, ugly. Look at you now. You look
Wow.
now. Once you came, look at you older. You should be more pretty. Look at you with your hair, your facial hair. I'm like, really?
Crazy. And I give him compliments every day. No wonder why he can't take them.
Why me? Well, it's weird though. It's kind of because
I have
like,
to give him I gotta give him Vaseline and make it smooth so he can take them.
first of all, I don't take Vaseline. It's called Vicks Vapor Rub, so that's more better.
Vicks would fucking hurt down there. Are you kidding me?
We're immune to it. We think we use it for everything. We have cancer, Vicks. We have a cut arm, Vicks. We have
That's fucking wild. No, it's for hydrogen peroxide for my cuts. Fuck that,
again.
man.
You have trauma, Vicks. So,
You trauma Vicks. Got it. Oh,
well,
he's like,
it's either it's
listen.
Vicks and then the old saying like Sana sana kuita rana. Which is like a little, like some weird witchcraft, which is like I think it was like frog something, frog. The reason how I know about this, my uncle told me it's like I was like, you know how your tia saying sana sana kuita rana? I was like, yeah, you know what he's saying, right? And he said like rub frog rub. I'm like, what about a frog? It's like I'm like confused. I'm like, what in the fucking witchcraft? It's like, is she a witch? And she heard me. It's like, it's like bruja, which bruja means witch. I'm like, I'm not fucking witch. I'll show you a witch. I'm like, sorry.
Mia, thank you. Thank you for that. Yes.
We do
Thank
not use
you.
Vix. We do not use Vix as a. Well, you're not my family. You're not my grandparents. They use it. Mijo, are you dying? Here, take some Vicks. Smell it, and now put some across here, here, and here. Like,
Yeah. Not on you.
you don't know my family like that. Yeah, they they make it like it's like a miracle drug. It's like a miracle drug. Cause you know what's funny? You know how
No, babe, Mia, I think he's missing the point. Mia, I
What do you mean?
seriously think he's missing the point.
I'm not
Putting
using.
it on.
Okay, you mean lube? Yes.
Yes.
Again, it hurts hell, but it's like, hey,
No. Yeah. Why? No.
cause we're crazy, we're local, Mexican.
I think you're the only fucking sane one.
He's sane. That's crazy.
I mean, you're
Crazy
dating me.
coming
Does that?
from.
Does that?
It's kind of crazy coming from the sane one. I'm just saying.
Wow. I'm scared for Stormy now. Why do you sound what?
Why do I
What's
sound
AZN?
as?
No, Vix is great. Yeah, but like not as a exactly me, exactly. I don't fucking want that shit. Not there.
Well,
Too spicy.
too spicy. And she's dating a fucking Mexican that's spicy. That's okay. That's fine.
Okay, well, in all fairness, I don't think lube's necessary. But anyway, moving on.
Right. So
as
noted.
I was saying, I'm driving home from work, not work, driving home from the store, and I was like yelling at a guy as I'm on the phone with Chewy, saying, "You know, I hope a dildo goes up your ass without any lube." And Chewy's like, "What? Excuse you?" Because he thought I was talking to him. And I was like, "No, I was talking to the jerk off that was impatient."
But then I'll be like, what happens if he was fruity? He probably likes that, you know.
Crazy. Tiger bomb accidentally on the booty hole. Ooh,
Wait,
tiger bomb. Ooh.
what do you mean it's crazy? How's that crazy?
Huh?
How? Because you know the person and what happens they're into that kind of thing. You know that.
I mean, true, but it's still crazy.
It's not like they're gonna come out. They're not gonna come. They're not gonna stop it. Pull. Try to pull yours. Like I have you know, I do that on Wednesdays, bitch. So go back in the car.
Okay, so hear me out though, because okay, I'm gonna get a little feminine here, okay? Because of the dryness of something going up a hole. It's not comfy, okay? Talking about a tampon, okay? Dry I said feminine for a reason. Talk about I made his a dry tampon fucking hurts. So like anybody who likes dry shit shoved up their hole, no.
Again, it's depending who you're telling to, or who you're shoving it up. It's they're into it.
Hi,
They're into it.
Smokey.
It's like I said. It's because I know you. Most of the people who say like shove something up your ass, they be like, How about I will? They'll take it as like a compliment. It's like I will. All right.
I think I scarred Chewy.
Well, I know you're gonna probably do something dumb. Be like, hey, babe, you want to see how tampon wear? I'll be like, no, I'm good. I'm straight. I'm good. I don't want to know. I'm straight.
I'm scarred.
Just why me a scar? She should be okay. Not gonna touch it with a 10-inch pole. Why not? Sure. Sure. Crazy. But it's kind of weird. But it's kind of funny though. Like if you think about it.
Only a 10-inch? Hey yo. I mean
damn. Talk about normally if someone was into that, you'd be like, that's rookie numbers. I feel like that's like a different question you have to ask like a fruity guy or something if they're into that kind of
okay,
stuff.
hold on. Hold on. We're having this conversation, okay? Why the fuck would I want? That's a lot. Okay,
Again,
that's a lot.
again, someone who has endured it They'll be like, "That's rookie numbers. Go big or go home."
Okay, no offense, does anybody really have a 10-inch dick?
Well, I mean, every guy has a dream of wanting that. Shit, like
Um
shit. I feel like Godzilla for some point. Like, damn, look at it go.
Not comfy? Looney, you're like talking like you're talking from experience. Is that what Val's got? I'm just
I mean, she did have 3 kids,
I did
and
ask. I gotta make podcast entertaining, don't I?
I mean, she did
Do you
had like she did had like 3 kids, and
my cervix to be stabbed. Looney knows. Yeah, I gotta make things interesting. And also to answer your other question, Octo, it would always be tequila for Chewy.
yeah, oh yeah, tequila. Oh, I can't drink spice rum. It doesn't hit right unless I mix it with like a different like balance. I could do it because I've done mixed drinks and I mix spice rum, but it's depending on if you drink it straight up, I'll say it's okay. But I think if it would be like if you were in a cold, like in the very cold weather, like like let's say Alaska, or let's for like reference, because you know how it's always cold in Alaska, and you're living like if you're living in a cabin or just a house and it's very cold. Drink probably 2 of those, you'll be warm. You'll be good for the rest of the day. But like anything else, like for me, I would drink tequila and like Mexican whiskey because it's smooth, goes down well, and you have a good warmth to it. Versus like like vodka. Vodka's good too, but I prefer like I said, I prefer mix with depending on the alcohol. They do it brandy. I will mix it with with Irish cream. I think I told you I made a drink with brandy and Irish cream. I made like this thing.
That sounds good.
I made this thing. It's called like an alcoholic coffee, but I didn't use actual
Mhm.
coffee. It was basically like what was it like cinnamon, cream, Irish cream, and brandy, and it was very good.
I don't think I've ever tried brandy.
It's very good.
I've tried a lot of things, but I don't think I've ever tried brandy.
But yeah, but I'm still kind of convicted of like like if Val had a 10-incher, we need proof.
Well, why the fuck would we need proof? I don't want to know.
Well, I want to know because
Anyway,
damn, I want to talk to God, but like, hey, you need to change some settings on my character. Just saying.
that's fucking wild coming from you.
I said certain areas, not saying like anywhere up here, because apparently I'm.
That's still fucking wild coming from you.
Why not? I have we.
Crazy.
Hey, I'm
He just
doing.
wants to split me in half. I got it.
Well, I mean, do want something like that, but I'm like thinking for every guy's point of view, we all have a dream that we can have a long wood. I'm just saying.
I love how this went from Thanksgiving to dick sizes.
You're the one who asked the question in the beginning. You're like you brought measurement like 10 inches. Interesting. I wonder how that'll feel. Well, I'm just
I would feel that in my stomach instead. What do you mean?
that's all I'm saying. You're just like my testes are right here.
My special octopus arm has satisfied every girl I've been with. I love how you said that.
I know Juvia's not here because she's into that kind of thing.
Yeah, she likes the tentacles.
Was- was-
She's absolutely right. Yeah.
but like is okay. But here's the weird part about it is right. Here. Tell me if I'm wrong about this, right? Because I've heard, and you're more to clarify. Because you know how like people get weird kink out of like getting split in half, right?
What
Listen,
is this? Final Destination?
I'm not in a sexual way, not in a like I want to die kind of way.
People have different kinks. You never know.
Yeah, they want to get murdered in, I want to.
I know people that have a fucking drowning kink. I don't know what you want me to say.
That's a hurt.
They literally get off while having their head in the water.
That's the first I'm hearing about that. Never heard of that.
You have a lot to learn, young Padawan. Anyway, moving on. What do you want to talk about?
I have to learn. First, Padawan, learn how to speak Spanish. Then we'll get to me learning about the king stuff. Padawan. All right, if you want to get all technicality, or in my Spanish
Then
word.
fucking teach me.
Well,
Because Duolingo ain't doing a good job.
Pregúntame cosas que ustedes quieren entender y yo voy a ayudarte. Sí.
I've heard but never experienced.
He's like, you could ask. You never asked, by the way, so that's crazy.
Hey, listen, this is coming from the guy that I said many times that I would watch Star Wars with him, and we still have yet to see Star Wars.
Yeah, but you say you want to learn Spanish, so I'm trying to help you learn Spanish. But yet you haven't came to me with your preguntas, señorita.
I mean, you can just, like, what do you think is something... Well, I do ask you. I asked you about the cheese sandwich yesterday.
And I helped you, didn't I?
You did.
What? Escúchame.
Anyway.
No, espérate ahí. We want to rephrase what you just said. What did I do for
Quesadilla? Huh?
Yeah, so
Listen,
I thought
listen, guys. Okay. All right. I have 175 days on Duolingo. Okay. 175. Okay. And 24,000 experience points. And I feel like I haven't learned a damn fucking thing. Yes, you're good, and you. Mm-hmm.
So those look crazy.
Yeah. I have 4 years of Spanish and a trip to Madrid. See, I feel like just like being a part of it is super important. I took 3 years of Spanish in high school. Okay. My last year of Spanish ended up being watching a telenova. What is it? You get offended when I say soap opera, okay? Telenovela.
Telenovela, yes.
See.
Or you just say novela for short.
You know what? Novela means novel to me, so,
And you wait, hold
anyway.
on. Oh, no, wait, hold on. Put the brakes on. You said from watching novelas and playing Uno?
Yeah, that's what I did my last year's Spanish.
How's playing Uno?
And reading Don Quixote.
How's
because my teacher was amazing like that.
Is it like
I mean uno, dos, tres. No, it was literally once you finished your assignment, you can play Uno. It was a time killer in my class.
Bro. I wouldn't know. I had took Spanish, and I remembered I had to pass a class, and I took night class, took Spanish, and I got a B. All right.
I don't remember my grades. I would have to look at my transcript. I think I did pretty well. I think I got A's. But anyway, for my first 2 years. My last year, I got an A because it was an easy class. But anyway, playing Uno and watching a novela.
Mm-hmm.
That's an easy A. Unlike my first year of Spanish, when we were so cool making crafts, I made a piñata, okay? I made a piñata, okay? And that shit was in the library for months, and it was the best fucking piñata ever. And then I made a cascarone, which is a little egg with confetti inside, and it was so cute. And then I called it Poof Poof, and I made it little wings and a little fairy wand and made it look like Poof Poof.
The fact that it make it sound like you guys barely did any Spanish.
No, I did a lot of Spanish in my first and second year, not my third. We even did my second year, we did scenarios in Spanish of being like a cranky customer.
So
And
basically,
being a cashier.
you're trying.
And then directions, reading a map in the school.
So you did was learn maps, being a Hispanic Karen, and freaking doing watching novelas. So basically, we're basically a basic starter kit for a Hispanic Karen. That's
I wasn't the Karen though.
the way you described it.
I was talking. So it was a group project. So I wasn't the only one.
Uh-huh.
So I wasn't the Karen. My friend was, and it was super. She was very dramatic in her role.
Oh my god.
Oh wait. Smokey says, "Yo también estoy bien. Me alegra saber que te va bien." What is alegra?
Huh?
Okay, so I know he's saying I am also good.
Yeah, he's also happy. He's
And then what's the second part?
He said he's good. He's good. Yeah, alega ya te va bien. He's saying hopefully we're doing well. I'm doing well. Like good. How about you?
Yeah.
Kind of.
But you already answered that in the first sentence, asking. You said,
Yeah,
but he's saying,
but he's re-saying it in Spanish, so that way you can understand it también.
Listen, it's a work in progress. If Chad just starts speaking in Spanish, then maybe only when Chewy's here. Okay. Got a in Spanish 1 and 2 because my abuelita and mama did most of the work already. Damn.
You fucking.
I mean,
you're a fucking.
I mean, in all fairness, though, when I got home from school, my mom would be the one to do my homework because I was too lazy to do it.
Oh my god, that's basically my brother. That was basically my brother.
It wasn't Spanish homework though.
No, it was Spanish homework.
It was like history. For me, it was history. Because I got bored.
Yeah, see, like,
but I still graduated with like a 3.0 GPA. So
see, look, just what you said, he's doing good, and he's glad we're both doing good. So.
Hold on. You okay? You okay, Dad?
That is the most widest thumbs up I see in my life.
Dad was doing the same thing. I feel like Zoe. Warning next time, you hoe!
You want a hoe?
No! I already have a hoe. He's right here.
The fuck?
I can't use him in the backyard.
Oh, that kind of hoe.
Well, what kind of hoe did you think I wanted?
Why? I mean, I am a gardener, so is reason why it's called a hoe. So.
Chewy said he is a gardener.
Chewy, you're not my gardener.
Everybody's saying hi, Dad.
Hi, Dad.
No, your dad.
I'm Dad?
Your dad.
My dad's dead. He died in 86.
Oh my god, hold on. Hi, Raiders, look him in.
He said, my dad is dead.
What's so funny?
That was the intro the Raiders heard?
What? I can't see it. I don't have my glasses on.
Welcome in, Floss. Hello. Welcome in, Dizen and Raiders. How are you? Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. Oh my god. Anyway.
You're making fun of your grandpa?
No, we just rated it. Suddenly, someone's dad is dead. That's an intro. Welcome in, Raiders. Yeah, this is a normal thing. On Wednesdays, me and Chewy do a podcast. He's my significant other, and we talk about random stuff. And we were talking about Thanksgiving traditions, but it kind of like went off the wall. And then the dad is dead thing is actually my dad talking about his dad, and we call him dad. My dad is Dad NATO. And he's the bodiless voice that you guys hear. And yeah. But anyway, Dizen, how is your stream, hon? How is Tormented Souls? I was lurking on you. Dizen is part of the origami order that I told you guys about, so definitely go give him some love. Boss, thank you for the follow. Laveda, am I saying that right? I hope I'm saying that right. Thank you for the follow as well. Thank you guys so much. Thanksgiving.
I just see him went behind the green screens and went like, "Fine."
Who's
I just got poked in the cheek. You said it exactly right. Awesome. Now,
Chewy, did you poke her in the cheek?
I
That was pretty cool.
crazy. That's a really nice setup you have with the room looking like one. So basically, well, I need a better green screen, but yeah, we also have a couples channel called Gremlin Arcade, so we try to keep it like an arcade theme over here. But Chewy's the one that posts his stuff on YouTube and stuff, and he has like a cute little fireplace theme and stuff. So but yeah, we're long distance, so that's why if it looks like we're right together, we're not.
don't
We're far
know.
away.
Carl, she'll try to smack the shit out of me for all the unhinged things I've done to her.
That's crazy. Anyway, but welcome in, Raiders. Again, on my side of Twitch, if you guys definitely go give Dizen some love. Definitely, I've noticed a lot of horror games from them, and it was great. Thank you. Finished Tormented Souls 2 at last. Let's go. That's awesome. That is very cool. Are you like a horror-based streamer, or do you play like a variety? Podcast is doing well. Doing very well.
Okay,
We
wait,
have a
no,
lot of fun.
hold on. I actually want to ask
What?
Dizen a question.
Oh god.
Do you prefer a normal size, or as Stormy will call it, a 10-incher? What size preference would you deserve? Because before you came in, we were talking about size. She actually brought a measurement, by the way. It was like 10 inches. I were like, 10 inches go a long way. We all have dreams of like wanting, how to upgrade our lives. And I'm like thinking myself, 10 inches could be a good size. And she's over here saying like, yo, split her in half, but will it split her in half?
Did you just give him the finger?
No, I gave you the finger. Anyway,
Chewy, she gave you the finger.
She always gives me the finger. Nothing new.
no, if I was to give him the finger, it'd be like this. But anyway,
And the, and the toe.
oh my god. 10 inches. 10 inches.
10 inches.
That's a lot of inches.
10 inches? Are you giving away secrets or some shit?
But
What?
secrets of what?
10 inches.
Yeah, 10 inches.
Remember?
I wish you guys could see him on camera. Oh my god, he just went like in front of him, like, oh. Oh my god. I did.
Damn.
Just give much. Thank you, Laveda. Thank you.
First of
okay?
all, that's already.
Oh, no, welcome in. Hello.
First of all, that's a painful experience because you just look at it and go.
Is he playing the fiddle?
Yes, I am playing the fiddle. I'm just shaving down a little bit.
Whacking off the lizard.
I mean, nothing wrong with whacking off a lizard, so.
I can't hear him.
He said he was playing the fiddle.
That time I played the fiddle, she was born.
Seems accurate.
Anyway, guys, yeah, so this is normal. This is absolutely normal. But if you need to raid and run as well, please do.
I don't think you'll need to.
We completely get it.
Or if you're
Or if you're scared.
I think I think that
Hi, Bumpy.
we're scaring them off right now. Because
Yeah,
everyone's
but
like,
with no context. What?
because everyone will be like, damn. They're- sh- just for clarification, Stormy's becoming a
No.
amazing voice actor. You know, if you've seen the Squeaky from Toy Story 2,
my ball.
she's becoming the exact Squeaky toy from Toy Story 2. So you hear the
It fell.
the dying squeakiness. That's
Leave my dilapidated Gengar alone.
That's a Gengar?
she's she's
I
dying
thought
right
that fell out of my pants.
There, she's like she's already on the phase of dying already. She's about to be squeaking in a little bit. So
Oh my god.
what in the blue hell's that? What is that?
That's my that's my dragon head of my other projects. I crochet, guys. I make
dragon?
little amis.
A dragon head? That,
Yes, that's it. It's,
that
cute
the-
little, it's supposed to be a cute little dragon. Yes, I am a crocheter. I've been working on little corner to corners on a blanket that I've been working on. Oh my god, I'm fucking dying.
Not yet.
What do you mean not yet?
I go first.
Oh my god. Not really a horror streamer as such. Play all sorts, Souls games, factory sims, horror, indie, interest changes almost hourly. I gotcha. Hey, I love it.
Ooh.
Nothing much would scare us off. Oh, I'm glad. Dilapidated Gengar, yes.
Well,
But
question-
yes, I do crochet, I diamond paint, I cross stitch. Thursdays I usually try to do like a variety of crafting. So, but
She
tomorrow-
locks her dad in the closet.
that is a lie, and you.
She takes Chewy down the basement.
Yes,
That's
she does,
crazy.
yeah. I'm only let out on certain
Yeah.
days. She feeds me tacos and tequila on like certain days. So I'm only out today because we're doing the podcast together. So
That's
you know,
wild.
I'm not blinking for help, please. You know, I'm not blinking for help. I'm not blinking for help. Please.
This man. So he's 2,100 miles away from me. It's crazy. Is this her? Is this her now? For 10 minutes, starts laughing. It's just God. Floss is like that. It's hilarious. So it depends on the mood. Honestly, like if I start, shut up. If I start laughing, like to the point that I can't breathe, I'm done. I'm so fucking done.
Depending on
And if I do it, I'm dead. Because I won't be able to catch my breath.
True. True. You're currently making a dragon. Very nice, Floss. I love that. I love that. If you want, totally up to you because I know there's a bajillion of them. But if you want to join the Discord, Chewy and I do have a shared Discord, and we would love to see it. Probably best to not show the 10-inch dragon head on the stream.
Yeah, the fucking thing ain't my turkey.
I love how your head's sticking out now.
Peekaboo.
Doesn't say hi, Dad.
Hello.
I bet that leaves a burn mark or two. Yeah, just a little bit. 2,100 miles. Yeah, yeah. So he's Cali and I'm Florida, so that's our long distance.
Yeah, I'm by the
So-
border. She's just there.
That is not dead dad. Yes, this is my dad. This is Dad NATO. Yes,
I'm everybody's dad.
he's Twitch dad. Yeah.
He's not dead
He's
dad.
been my biggest support. He's been he's been my biggest support since day one. To help me with streaming and stuff. So, are you gonna fall over? You gonna wobble? You okay?
I'm always wobbling.
I know you are, but you don't fall down.
Huh? Oh, eventually I will.
Good lord.
I don't know when.
no,
but
hey, don't
Witchy dead dad? No.
don't bring me into this. You know, I could do so much.
Bring what? Bring you into what?
The Lord.
Who, what, where?
Crazy. You gonna make it?
Huh?
You gonna make it? I'm still
What
crying.
am I making?
I don't know. Are we? We gotta figure out dinner too.
The silence is crazy.
I know he's just staring at me. He's just staring at me, guys.
He's just staring
Um,
menacingly.
Family that supports like that is amazing. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Because I know a lot of people are like, what's streaming? Or like they think it's like an OnlyFans or something. So I literally have to explain people like when they're asking. I'm like, I play video games and craft for people all over the world. Like I gotta like go into that context because a lot of people don't know what streaming is, you know.
And I cause chaos.
When he has the energy for it, yes.
Yes, if I have the energy.
Mm-hmm. Chewy's gonna have fun editing this.
Is
No.
he?
Yeah.
No, it's all uncensored. There's no editing at this part.
What's that?
Oh, he's not gonna edit, yeah.
Not that.
He's gonna let it all hang out, as they say. Let it all hang.
Oh, he's gonna let it all hang out.
Damn right.
Kinky.
It's the only way.
I feel you, Dad. I'm running on empty now myself. Definitely take care of yourself, Dizen. If you really do need to head out and like go eat, go
Yes.
rest, go do what you need to do.
Take care of
Please
your
do.
health now if you're young.
Yes. Self-care is main
Gotcha.
priority, like some other people we're not going to
When I'm
mention.
going through, nobody wants to go through.
Oh, it's like half midnight. Oh, you guys are your UK time.
Oh. Is it? No. Is it UK?
It's half midnight.
Hmm.
It's 6 hours. 6-hour difference. Sadly so, half midnight, so pills and sleep for me now. Go get some rest. Go definitely get some rest, guys. I really do appreciate you. It was lovely to meet you officially. I lurk on you, but I'll have to definitely pop in and say hello to you guys for sure. So thank you guys. Seriously. You guys were really sweet and amazing. And I'm glad that we didn't scare you off.
I know, because we
And
were
Dad
scared.
still loves you all.
I know, if we were scared where our adorableness, everyone would have been hurling right now. So thank God our generosity has kept you guys company. Because we're being wholesome. So.
We'll leave it lurking, but lovely to meet all three of you. Yeah, same here, Dizen, for sure. I'm very aware because I do some gaming with folks on EST and Mountain Time. Oh, wow, yeah.
Also appreciate for the follow, Dizen.
Yes. We'll definitely see you guys around. Go get some rest, please.
Right.
What kind of city name is Playa del Rey?
Playa del Rey? Is this?
I mean, there's Alana del Rey.
I
Isn't
mean,
it-
Isn't that in Cali?
well, we do
Joey?
have a. Well, it's not called Playa. It's called Plaza del Rey.
Plaza del Rey.
Plaza del Rey.
Yeah, not Playa del Rey. Well, because there's certain areas of the state have Mexican names, depending. Because I'm not sure
There's,
where.
Claim it on her claim.
Well, she's getting something from California, but who knows?
Floss said, Dad's head in the background reminds me of me in the back of Dizen's stream. Peeking in.
I don't even realize it.
Look, because you're right here. And then here's over here in Discord because Chewy sees you more than in stream.
Yeah, I don't even realize it.
And then the funny thing is you're peeking out, like your head's peeking out over here
He's like, where am
on
I?
the corner.
Am I here?
Yeah, look,
Or am I
Hold
not?
on, watch. See, look it.
It's a ghost.
And then soon when Chewy's here, he's just gonna be in both of our backgrounds. It's fine.
You better not be in my background.
What, you streaming?
No, I usually lay on the couch, and if he's in my background, we got problems.
I mean,
That
hypothetically,
means
if
he's laying behind me.
you're against the wall.
So will he.
Crazy. Crazy. But yeah, so this is normal chaos for us guys. We were talking about Thanksgiving traditions. and then just went off the rails and talked about 10 inches and just unhinged and
Yeah,
then
what
talked
about
about
the 10
Spanish.
inches?
And
What was the 10 inches?
you should know.
Chewy, is that true?
I mean, I wish I could have 10 inches. I wish.
He wishes he could have 10 inches.
Oh.
He sounded so
oh.
disappointed.
I'll
I
lend you
know.
some.
I'm disappointing myself too.
Mine's
You said-
slow.
You said the dog stole yours.
I lied.
You For the longest time we had a Maltese, and this Maltese would be a freaking humper. Okay.
Fucking thing.
So we made a joke when he passed away that he took Dad's because of the fact of how much humping he did.
You took his mojo?
He
So-
stole my dingaling.
Huh?
Took his mojo?
Yeah, basically. Off the bed. Lovely meeting you three. Night. Have a good night, Floss.
Have a good night,
Thank you
Floss.
so
Good
much.
night, guys. Stay safe.
All right. We're gonna make a debate here. Which one?
What?
Ham,
And ham and
turkey.
turkey?
Is there anything on the poll, or should I just do ham and turkey?
I mean,
Well,
I know we
ham,
could talk about it
turkey,
because I
ribs,
know there
rib,
are.
Prime rib.
prime rib.
There's prime rib. Yeah. And then pig as well. So I'll put a poll up on chat. Just see what happens.
I mean, I know we could like talk about it because I know a lot of people have different preference of what they enjoy. I know
Mhm.
I always ate traditional turkey, but the thing is, it's hard to cook because sometimes depending on what they coating,
guys
the
enjoy.
coating and the
Gabe. Okay.
coating, the spices, all that stuff, and of course putting the stuffing in. Because most of the time, if you don't put the right thing that'll taste good when you cook it, or put in the oven, it'll taste like very charcoal, and that's something people want to avoid. Some people prefer charcoal, which is kind of weird.
People-
Because I know you've tried like a chicken like charcoal before, haven't you? Like just like that one time, like when someone overcooked it and you had to like just eat it. No, like once. Not saying like all the time. Like, have you ever ate it like
I mean,
accidentally?
burnt skin.
yeah,
Burnt
like you
skin at one
just
point.
like a wing. You grabbed a wing. You didn't think it was look off, but when you took that bite, it had that crunch. But
Mhm.
then the taste was like almost like it died and burned to hell.
Yeah.
I had that way too many times, but
I've also had really dry chicken.
yeah, that's the thing too. There's another thing too, because if you don't cook it properly, you take that first bite and you be like this, like this kept on like what the hell's what happened to the turkey? There's no flavor.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, we're one of those people that definitely like season our turkey and stuff on the inside and outside, and it comes out really well done, especially like when we stuff it and everything, and whatnot. It's just really like moist too. Sorry, I know a lot of people hate that word.
I don't know who these people are, but they
It's a thing. People do not like certain words. Like, I think who was it? Who was it that was talking about it? Cheese. Cheese was talking about certain words and words that like were not liked, and moist was one of them. But anyway, we're not going to derail again. But anyway, but the turkey ends up being really good, to the point of it's really good flavor, and and then what we do is make it leftovers and do like turkey sandwiches and stuff.
that's fair. Yeah. Well, I know for sure. I know for us, if we have like very bad turkey, like taste wise, I know that like for us like Mexicans, we would just do is make a tortilla, like a basic taco, like get a freshly baked tortilla and then cut slices of the turkey and then put like our typical spices, like salsa verde, salsa roja, or some avocado, which Everyone knows if you ever ate taco with salsa and avocado, done deal. But then if you want to add like lemon to it, you want to raise the level of tastiness. Oh, perfection. Like that's the only way. Like if you like, there's a scenario, and this is a tip for you guys. If you guys want to try it, it's up to you. But I'm just saying it from my perspective, my experience of it. If you feel like there's a food that tastes very bad, try these things. Try something spicy. If you're not a spicy person, just do it like lemon, salt, and pepper. That's the best way you could do it. But if you like
Lemon pepper on chicken is so good.
that's like I said, like lemon, salt, pepper, can't go wrong with it. And just kind of like mix it up to like get all the juices and the spices to go with it. But if you do like spice, like little chili stuff like that, buy yourself a red sauce, like a small red sauce. So you don't have to go big. Don't go big. Buy like a small one, like at your local market.
Go big, go 10 inches.
Well, I mean, if you want to go that deep, then hey, by all means, go for it. Let it hang. Go for it. I'm not gonna.
This man is making me hungry for food now. The audacity.
That's your fault. You want to date a Mexican, so so like as I said, either green or red salsa. But then if you want to look at some, I know like you could look at TikTok or any social media to make like different like sauces. Like I'm not sure if you've seen it. Have you seen the one where they made a Chick-fil-A sauce, like a homemade Chick-fil-A sauce?
I think so. I think I've seen people make
So-
that. Also, Laveda said
see.
something really delicious.
Let me see. I could go for turkey leftovers after Christmas here because we have Thanksgiving. Makes a sauce for it with mushroom stew, mayo, lemon juice, onion, and celery topped with crushed potato chips. Ooh, actually, that does sound good.
Mhm.
The only thing that kind of threw me off because I never had mushroom soup. I think that's the only thing.
Mushroom soup's really good.
No, I haven't tried it, but I'm pretty sure it probably tastes delicious. So I probably want to try
Mhm.
that. But the other ingredients that goes with it sounds delicious.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, if you guys, if you know you're gonna have a bad experience, don't let it go to waste. Find a way to make that meal good, even if you have to disown your family. That's not, that's because that's always a funny thing. Because if you put like any extra ingredients with it, they're gonna think you're like disrespecting them. But it's like, bro, how bad your meal is already as it is, it's already saying enough. You don't even have to tell them. That's the funny part. You don't have to tell them. If you know the meal's gonna suck, might as well go all out. Put some salsa, put some whatever ingredients you're gonna enjoy it for the rest of the night, or however long you'll be with your family. Go for it. Because I would do that. Because it was funny. I did that with. I remember I showed you a chicharron before, right? Not the ones that came in a small bag. There's this big one. There's like a pork. It's like pork belly, right?
Like the little orange little slice looking things
Well, they could be
that
orange.
you like deep fry.
Yeah, it could be small, but in Mexican culture, we prefer to have it a thin slice of pork belly, and we of course we double dip fry it, but
Mhm.
we would add it to we would eat with like salsa and like avocado. So the reason why I brought this up because it's the easiest thing to make. You just have to it's not that hard to fuck up, right? My uncle
Yeah.
fucked up making chicharrones, right? Because you know how I
Mhm.
could know? He forgot the most important ingredients that go with it: salt and pepper.
Crazy.
He only
I had.
go ahead.
Hold on. Go ahead. Go ahead. Finish up.
Yeah,
and
like
I'll
he only
continue.
put like his own he had like some basil, some spices, and then onion. That was it. He forgot to put the fucking salt and pepper. Because
I feel like if it was like onion salt, then it would save it
No,
a little bit.
no, it was just a plain onion. It was a plain onion. He didn't
Yeah.
because I know if you put salt and pepper with the onion, if absorbs the flavor, but then it adds more
Yes.
to it when when it's like like soaking all the juices in. But like when you eat it, you taste the flavors. So when I taste it, it felt like I was eating like a tire, like a rubber tire.
Ooh.
It was so bad. I'm like, what happened?
I don't know like why people are like, barely put any seasoning on, like, and then they say like it's always the white people, and probably, okay? But I'm
Damn.
not one of them.
Like,
So what do you call it? Well, Dad and I are always big on our seasonings to make sure everything's taken care of. But so something to make that got messed up. So Dad and I we make Hungarian food, German Hungarian food. And one of the biggest things was cucumber salad. So cucumber salad basically is you peel the skin of the cucumber, then you take a potato peeler and you slice the cucumber like in thin slices.
uh-huh.
Okay. Once you let that sit to let the juices, you put a plate on it, you let the juices get squeezed out, and then you drain the juices.
Yeah.
And then what you do is you take a container of sour cream
Mm-hmm.
and you put some garlic salt, and some vinegar, and you balance it out until it tastes perfect, and then paprika for the top, and to add some color
Okay.
and stuff. Well, one year I made it for my mom and my step siblings and my half sister who was living with us at the time.
Yeah.
Well, my half sister was a little arrogant, and she's like, "Oh, you got to add salt to it too." On top of the garlic salt that I already had on there, with the salt that she added, it was the saltiest and worst freaking thing ever.
Mm.
I was like, why would you add extra salt if I put. And I was like, why? Like, and she's like, no, I'm positive you put salt. You never put salt in it. And like, I learned it from Dad because he learned it from his mom. And then, well, and also his grandmother, because
Mm-hmm.
his grandmother is actually from Hungary. She traveled over.
Okay. But a real quick question before you go on: do you like taste the? Okay, because I was saying, because I know like if you were to make some food, you always want to be sure like if it's a sauce, a soup, or something, you want to be sure.
Oh
Like,
yeah, of course, taste test it. Yeah, and I
yeah.
did. And she still added the salt because she's like,
Uh,
it needs salt. And I was like, you fucking twat, Mel. Like, there's a reason why I don't talk to my siblings, because they're just. But anyway, that's not a thing that, we're gonna talk about on this. But when it comes to traditions of like on our side,
mm-hmm.
it's very quiet. It's just Dad and I. So, our little tradition is usually like streaming,
Mm-hmm.
because when the pandemic was a thing, when COVID was a thing, a lot of people couldn't visit their families because, a lot of places were shut down, couldn't
Mm-hmm.
fly over, So I started a thing back in 2020 when I first started streaming, um about the fact of like being there for families and stuff. So Dad Nato and I would do cooking streams together
Mm-hmm.
on Thanksgiving. And this tradition is Dad Nato is smacking a turkey.
Of course you would.
Well, it's not even that. It's the fact of the family wanting him to hold on one second. Um it's the fact of the fam. A good friend of ours actually was Psycho Wiz. He was always there.
Mm-hmm.
He was always there, and it was funny because one of the last years that he was with us, I was making a gingerbread house because I would always get like a gingerbread house too and make it
Yeah.
with the fam and decorate and trees and you know put the tree up and play Christmas music and stuff. It was a lot. It's a lot of fun, but like the past couple years with Dad's health, it hasn't been easy. So I try to like do a gaming stream, and but I feel like it kind of just puts my mood down too because I would have to cook as well to help Dad and stuff. So with his health and everything, I either debate on streaming depending how he is, or or if not, just focus on just cooking and just having a peaceful dinner.
Yeah.
Um but that was the big thing, the big tradition that I started, and maybe that's something we can continue starting next year. We'll see, um,
I mean,
just cooking
as long
and
as I
just
get to step the turkey around. So
yeah, absolutely. Um, but yeah, so that's something that like I like to keep going because a lot of people just don't have families or places to go to celebrate Thanksgiving. I think one year, I forget if it was Thanksgiving or Christmas, but I was with an old neighbor and she still visits us and stuff. She's in her 70s and we traveled and gave dinners to people who couldn't afford it. And it was a really sweet experience, and it was really cool because like we would pray over them, and just it was a really emotional moment for some because they actually had something to eat. And are you okay? I'll be right back. Dad just cut his finger. I'll be right back.
oh.
I'm gonna leave it on so Chewy can take over, but I'll be back.
Yeah, that's actually pretty. I think I think I could piggyback what Stormy was saying about that because I never, I know for sure I never done anything like that, but I know for sure down the road I probably would love to do something like that because I know like everyone who like she said, whenever there's not a lot of people that would not make the time or can't, don't have like the family to go to celebrate these kind of things. It's kind of sucked. That's why, like, it's like, okay, this is like a weird. This is kind of like an assumption I had in my mind of like, kind of like if there was a chance, whoever like if it was like friends or family, I'll be that like I feel like I'll be down to like, meet people like just either have them like take time of their days to come visit, like help with like of course I could probably will help financially with that, so that way we can all gather around like a friendsgiving, because if you guys ever celebrate friendsgiving, it's basically like Thanksgiving, but just like with people you associate yourself with. So I feel like that'd be like a pretty cool thing. That's probably something I like. Even if it could be like online, I feel like that'd be a cool thing to do. I feel like that'd be something like we could probably do with like lots of people, what like lots of people that we interact with, through our communities and stuff like that. Because there's always gonna be times where someone's gonna be very lonely, you know, and I feel like you know it's like that feeling like you don't want to leave that person behind or you don't want to leave them alone for a split second. Because you know how like that sometimes will like will always fuck some people up. So I feel like it'd be a good way, to do that too. And I feel like it could be a good suggestion that me and Stormy will probably do like down the road, if anything. We used to nominate other day in mid-January to have a non-Christmas with friends. It's a nice time of the year to get. Yeah. Oh yeah, like that. That's it's like that. That's kind of like fits with like how Stormy said how like whenever there's no people that have family to go to or like they feel left out in the year, you want to get back to them. So I feel like that could be the same with like with our community because I know most of us either are with family or some of us are like doing our own thing, enjoying our own separate lives. So I feel like if that could be a case, we could do like almost like a community night, but instead of calling it like a community night, we call like a friends giving or like a friends Christmas or depending on the holiday stuff like that. So that way we get to celebrate and you guys don't feel left out about it. So you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's why I usually stream on Thanksgiving and Christmas so nobody feels left out.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know what you were talking about something me and you would eventually do.
Well, it was kind of like piggybacking off what you were saying about how like you said about how you had neighbors during the pandemic, and they couldn't go to families and stuff like that during the times, and you
Yeah.
went out your way to like give out food to the community and stuff like that. So, but kind of I try to get piggyback off this, like to some people who do live on their own without they don't go to their families a lot. something that we could like, if we have our own little thing and we'll be doing streaming to give back to them, we don't mind at all for that. So
I mean, even those who stream just to keep themselves company and stuff, maybe we can, save up extra money and maybe gift them a donation or something, or get them something off their Throne wish list or something.
so noted. I could get back at Mia for all the shit she gave me by buying shit off her throne. Gotcha.
I mean, I want to spoil Mia too.
Oh,
No,
are.
what we're gonna do,
We
what we're
are.
gonna do is next year we're gonna save up and get Mia a TwitchCon ticket.
She'll hug you and then she'll freaking bitch slap me with a paddle.
She'll smack me.
She'll-
Worth it.
She won't smack you. She'll smack me. What do you mean? She'll
Worth
give-
it.
Nah, in that case, I'm not going. Fuck that.
Wow.
I'm not gonna get smacked.
You don't love me.
I'm not gonna
You
get
don't love
smacked.
me, guys.
I'll stay at the hotel. Fuck it. I'm not gonna get smacked by Mia.
We're not staying at a hotel this next year. Are you kidding me?
I mean, Airbnb.
We're doing an Airbnb
We're
because it was like the hotel was nice, don't get me wrong, and it was convenient about being close to the convention center, but like it was too much. I literally paid almost $3,000 for that room, for my room. So
Well, that's my preference list as of right now for like getting back at people. So as my way of getting back. So
listen, you say you're gonna double get back at me for what I did. And
oh,
I'm still
I am.
waiting,
Yeah,
so.
you can wait all you want. I'm not gonna tell you what's gonna happen.
Oh,
It-
I know, because you
it-
better be saving for your plane ticket and your Disney ticket to come see me in
It'll be
January
this.
so we
It'll
can
be
go see
the.
Hazy.
It'll be. I will. Don't worry. It'll be this. I'm doing it with everybody. I'm doing it with Jem. I'm doing it with Mia. I'm doing it with Aurora's, Kim. I'm doing it with everybody. I'm not gonna tell you what's gonna happen. I'll be the
Right.
most anonymous, freaking sneaky Mexican ever, and I'm not talking about when I ever cross borders and using tunnels. Anywho.
Crazy.
Oh, don't act like you're not gonna be called out too, Vi. I'm gonna get your ass too. So even though you be like, there's nothing you could do. And
So to get ahead of what Chewie's trying to do, we're gonna buy out Chewie's throne, right, everybody?
yeah, good luck. May the odds be in your favor.
They usually are when it comes to me.
Yeah, but they prefer to get after you than me. So what does that say?
That if I said for everybody to start shit in your channel, that they would.
But I mean, they already started shit more in your stream than mine.
Yeah, for specific reasons, I guess.
Yeah, I know, for specific reasons. So
Mm-hmm.
because you already presented already, because you already announced that you're gonna be the new squeaky toy for Toy Story.
That's crazy.
I mean, you already showed it off to stream already. Everyone see you almost died.
No, not my throne. He doesn't have a fucking command. Hold on, I got this. Hold on. No, hold on.
Just so you guys know, if she sends you a link, it's clickbait. Crazy. The fact that I could tell because you're freaking.
Wait, hold on. My question is, why do you have a dark romance book in this throne called Hunt Me Darling?
Because I told you the book I remember reading. It was through audiobook.
Oh, so you want it?
I actually want to read it. It was because I read like only like 5 because I remember borrowing a buddy of mine's audio book, and I saw that book and I only read a couple pages. It looked interesting. I didn't get to like the spiciness of it. I read the beginning state. What was it, the epilogue? Epilogue? I think that's what it's called.
Prologue.
Prologue. There you go.
Epilogue's the end of the book. I'll leave now. No, Vi, I gave you the link. There you go, baby. Give him the love. Don't pay attention to my link. Not that I have something like literally on there because Chewy has requested it.
Yeah, it has lingerie. I know.
You want a Hawaii sound like of me recording it, Ash? Like me going Hawaii.
we could plan on going to like the Disney cruise that goes to Hawaii. I think that's probably one. I'll probably go to that one. Sorry, I was the boss fight. Why are you scaring me, Chewy? Not that was not that I'm scaring you, because I know you're gonna bring a freaking big ass paddle you're gonna use against me. Because I'm coming at you 10 times more. So I'm sorry, but yet not sorry, because I'm getting back at you for what you did to me. So.
Got home from work, got our asses beat. Nobody wants to cook. Oh,
Ugh.
that's true.
Problem? I told Stormy if we get you a TwitchCon ticket, I'm not leaving my Airbnb.
Yeah, I said that we would buy you a TwitchCon ticket so you can get the TwitchCon next year. And he's like, I'm gonna get smacked with a paddle by Mia.
And I know she's gonna say like, "What's wrong with that? You enjoy getting paddle." I was like, "No, that's Gem. That's Gem, not me."
Crazy. I'm just freaking terrible. Why are you terrible? You're not terrible.
Why are you oh my. Wait. Mia, we're gonna have to make. You guys don't need to do that? Nope, too late. We're doing it. So you have no power over us, Mia.
You did make July happen.
Yeah, so that's your fault. So you are gonna get your redemption twice as much from me and Stormy.
Well, and I know December's gonna be happening too. So. And then January.
Well, January, yes. But December, that doesn't.
December.
That doesn't sound right.
I mean, it sounds better than Stormcember.
I prefer that.
No, December. December it is, everybody.
Sound like it's trying to say cucumber.
I was thinking the same thing. Cucumber.
No.
December.
Our beats is okay with July. That actually fits well. I prefer that over December. The last thing I need is be
well, that is something you gotta talk to Mia.
No, I don't plan to. I don't want July to be a thing.
Then it's gonna happen.
It's
the
not.
December thing.
It's not. The only way that's gonna not happen is if she decides to make a bet with me.
No, she's gonna do it without a bet. What do you mean?
That's crazy.
Because she loves you.
In that case,
and adores you.
In that case, I'm gonna buy out her throne and then buy her the TwitchCon tickets. So.
Crazy.
I know. Same thing with Stormy. I'm gonna buy her all her throne too. So.
I'm gonna delete my throne right now.
Wow, I will delete mine too. So.
I'll accept July and I will drop December.
I told you I like July over December. It sounds more has a catch to it than December. It's like I'm trying to say cucumber, but then I had a stroke.
Damn. Deal. All right, you're lucky.
I'm lucky? Oh, yay.
Yes.
Yay, I'm lucky. I'm not getting bullied. Thank the Lord, which is me. Thank me, yay.
It's crazy because he can have an advantage of doing something, Mia. Specifically, like you get what I'm saying. Like he can literally say, like, oh, Jem needs his own, month. Aurora needs her own month. Kim needs her own month.
They all do. But yeah, y'all don't. She doesn't do. First of all, man, you don't do anything about it. I know you're gonna do something with Jem for sure. Jem, I understand.
Chulai became a thing because of the bet with Visage, okay? Doesn't mean that she can't do anything about it. Things take time. Don't be a bitch.
What do you mean? She just got the opportunity. We already made the deal on stream. All right, there's nothing to discuss.
Specifically my stream. I remember this. I was here. I was there. Yeah.
This is going on my stream too. We're both looking at the same thing.
No, I mean you were in VC while I was playing a spooky game.
With
when
the
this deal
yeah,
happened.
I
was
that one
out
yeah.
Last, I think.
No, that one yeah, I understand that. But as of right now, I know Chulai is going to be a yearly thing now. I accepted that. I said it. I prefer Chulai over Chusember. I said it. Or cucumber, yeah. I'm not taking anything else. Now, if I see anything else on any other month, Mia, I'm holding you accountable, and our deal's off. And I don't care if we have Stormy in here. I'm going to fight this case. Take this to court. We'll take it to Juice Court if we have to.
Juice Court. Fucking hell. What you gonna do?
I told you
what
I'm
take
gonna
it to Juice Court.
I will take it to Juice Court, and I'll message Juice like, "Hey, we need to have this discussion now."
Who's gonna tell my man to come rub my feet? I'm
not.
You.
You are.
Oh no, I'm so scared. The sarcasm is oozing on that comment there.
Ooh, crazy. Then I won't accept it. Then I'll
Babe,
be.
remember the conversation we had the other night about your streaming and how you want to grow and stuff. You are gonna start accepting things, and you're gonna have to start accepting things. And you know I'm right. So if you really want to go in that direction, you're gonna have to accept it. If you want to grow as a content creator, you're gonna have to stop being so negative about yourself.
Ew. Acceptance.
I know the horror.
Crazy.
The horror. I know, baby. I know that it's so painful. Too bad.
Yeah.
So sad.
Crazy thing, she doesn't know my pain. She doesn't feel my pain.
I don't, because I've been through it.
Crazy. Now I'm getting a tongue from a cat or a case of pussy.
If you want to grow, you got to do it. Exactly. Like, I used to yell at people for gifting me subs.
You still do!
Yeah, but I accept it and I say thank you and move on.
He literally yelled at Ministry because of at Jem mostly because of the bits.
And then I yelled at Alpha for the 5 gifted, but I still thanked him for it.
Ugh, disgusting.
I know, you gotta take it and like it. Too damn bad.
No, I am not.
So sad.
I am not taking it. Not in the word.
I literally just said.
Nope.
I wasn't trying to be unhinged, bitch.
You tried.
I've been there since day one, and that's all she would do. She comes a long way, and I'm proud. Aw, thank you, ass. See?
Sorry. Gag reflex. Sorry.
I know. He does that when I'm cute to him too. He can't stand it, especially the cute little TikToks that I send him.
To go with the unhinged, like, I want you to chase me to the forest with a ghost face mask. Yes. To go.
Yes, Mia. I do.
That goes very. That goes very well. The audacity of this movement. She all of a sudden has the freaking capacity of like be all gremlin, because I told her as a dominant man to take naps. So crazy.
And you told me to take a nap. I took a nap, and this is your problem now. So I'm your problem.
The funny thing is, you see the devil horns over the halo that's like slowly fading away from her head right now. So
No, it's a halo.
halo full of shit. Trying to.
What'd you do? What'd you do? Shit on my halo? Crazy.
I'm not a monkey. I don't freaking shit and then throw it across the state that lands on your halo. Like,
I only see a cutie. I know he is, Mia. I know he is.
damn, no, I don't have my trash bag near me, so I could gag in it.
Accept it. Accept it.
Pivot.
Exactly. Accept it.
Pivot.
Crazy.
I'm accepting 10% of it because it's freaking Thanksgiving. Because
He does love it because you know how many times this man literally has to reassure me, and he did it today because I always feel like I'm being too much because I'm literally the type of person that will spam him like in joking matter, like of like gifts of being like all by myself or all alone or 10 years later or like when he needs to wake up at a certain time. And I just spam him. And like I always feel like I'm so annoying because I go through trauma through last long distance relationship of being too annoying. And it's not only with the last relationship, it was also like with friends and stuff. Um, that I always felt like I was a burden. But this man, he's like, "No, you don't bother me one bit." And I was like, "Well, eventually I will." And he's like, "When that time comes, it'll happen." I was like, "So I will be a bother to you eventually." He's like, "No, never." So,
because she doesn't understand like what I mean. Sometimes she always thinks it's something else, which I don't blame her. I do not blame her for the thought process she has. But I had to kind of like tell her like, no, it's not what you truly believe it is. So, and then she'd be like, she'll send me like the picture of her just like crying, like the crying emote in a good way. So
like the happy tears.
yeah, the happy tears. So that way she doesn't feel like she's not alone in this situation. It's how I am. I know I'm like that with everybody. I'm very honest. I'm very not saying wholesome because that's the weird word I would say. That sounds like a bad word for me for some reason. I don't know why, but I am the respectable, that one friend that not a lot of people could have. They say they truly
Did he just friend zone me?
not. I was not trying to say wholesome.
No, you said you're that respectable friend. You said the F word.
Fuck. No,
Crazy.
because when it comes to relationship, like how are you always like we treat ourselves like we're like the best as friends. That's the thing with relationships. Your special one, your significant other, your best friend. That's always the thing. But when it comes to someone that that we don't have that relationship with, mostly like that, we always have that close friendship with. And
Yeah.
that's like I said, I don't never had that with a lot of people. I have a specific group. I have a specific people that I am good friends with that is considered a friend that I will always go on my way for. And that's like I say, I'm very thankful for it. I'm very blessed to have those type of people. But I know a lot of people will not say that because of course, we all have that strong front, of like not saying like, oh, this is my good friend, this is my best friend here, because it could for some reason it'll lead to something else. They believe it's a bad thing, which it shouldn't be, because if you truly put your faith, in that word,
I'll be right back.
good. Because if you put the true faith of that word into it, then you have a genuine friendship. I've said before in my streams, and of course for future streams, I've said if you have a problem, whatever the case might be, I'm there for you. I'll always be there for you. I'll give you guys my honest opinion of things, whatever the case might be, by the way. It could be like, relationship advice, advice on your mental, advice on, it could be anything. Like I said, anything. It could be anything. Because, I've experienced it and I've seen it from a point of view that gave me that common knowledge of like, if someone were to ask me a certain question, I have like an answer for you guys. That's kind of like my thing. So, it's like nothing wrong with it. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with it. Just, you always, everyone's more welcome to be, allowing you guys to be open about it, and I'll give my best honest opinion of it. So, don't act like you're alone here. That's the thing. Even though most of us, we always tend to be alone with our situations, that we always have to look out for ourselves. But if you don't have like a good, like I said, if you don't have like people like myself, Stormy, or other that we rely on, then that makes it more hard. Which is, it's kind of good. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, it's like how strong your mental capacity, your mentality could be, or how long you go for before you slowly deteriorate or break down. And then, if you cannot go to the person you truly, want to speak your mind to, then you be like in like what was it, like a deer in headlights. You just looking around, looking for some sort of solution, and then if you end up finding a solution and it ends up being the wrong solution, you're kind of stuck in the middle, and you have to like try to find scenarios and ways to kind of bounce back from it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So,
And Mia, why do I need a paddle? Also, I got food.
I can see the food and the plate.
Yeah.
That Sloppy Joe?
No, it's a smash burger.
Another smash burger?
Mm-hmm.
Did your
Yeah.
did your dad finger it this time, or?
Excuse you? Crazy. No, he put cheese on it this time.
Damn. So you put a cheesy filling. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, YouTube.
I'm not.
Everybody's just gonna watch me eat. It's fine.
No.
I was like, it's funny when I shut off the camera on my stream, and then I forgot the camera was on your stream, so I see myself just bowing down to eat my food.
Like I said,
Forgot.
uncensored. So.
Oh, Mia, I felt like that. Like, it's a long way that I've come from when I first started. I mean, I'm gonna be straight out honest with you, and I know he's listening. I've always felt like when I first started Twitch, because like I said, Jem and I, we met when I like literally my first day on Twitch because of Pixie. And like we clicked so well in our friendship that I felt like it got to a point because of a certain group back then. I felt like I was a bother. So I never really bothered him. And I felt like I couldn't join in VCs even though it was open for everybody, you know. And that trauma kind of sat with me for a while. And then same with past relationships and everything. Like I always felt like I was a bother because, on certain things, because we're not going to get too into it. And then with Chewy, I literally talk to him every single day. Like after work, I talk to him on my way home. I talk to him while he's out doing deliveries. We're on the phone together. We FaceTime to sleep together, things like that. Or we sit here in VC either to stream or just to hang out. We're always here. And the amount of time that we spend together is like, you know, it's been healing parts of me that I'm like I still have that issue because of the long distance due to past trauma, but slowly getting better each day. And I said to him, I was like, once you're moved in here and everything and we were together, then I'm gonna be fine. It's just unfortunately with long distance, it's a big trust. And yeah, there's a lot of things that aren't easy, you know, like me saying like I'm, constantly bugging him and everything, but he's like, hey, you're not a bother, I love you very much, that kind of thing. And so um it's just a lot that I feel like sometimes, especially closer to when there's an emotional imbalance at certain times of the month, if you ladies get what I'm saying, um, then you get into your head a little bit more. Um, yeah, so it's not easy. And I know I'm not the only one that struggles on that, and I know everybody else does, especially I feel like um when it came to something like COVID, the pandemic being a thing, I feel like that caused a lot of social anxiety in a lot of us, because of the sense of like people being pulled apart from everybody and stuff, and just different aspects of that. I feel like it changed a lot of people as well. Um, but yeah, Ash, I do agree. Chewy has been amazing, and I know Aiden's been really good for you. At least you guys are in the same time zone, though. Like, thankfully, it's only 3 hours for us, but sometimes those 3 hours are brutal. Are fucking brutal. Because, like, here I am, like, halfway through my workday. Oh, hi, baby. I'm finally awake. Oh, hi, baby. Like, and I'm trying to survive without trying to punch somebody and lose my fucking shit. Because like this man, if someone can calm you down emotionally, mentally, and physically in a matter of minutes, that's your person. There's no doubt in my mind. Nobody has done that for me. This guy, I can have the shittiest fucking day, and in 20 minutes I'm laughing. And I'm in the best fucking mood ever because of this guy. Yes, you. Yes, you, baby. Mm-hmm. This cutie patootie right here. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Great. I like how you present me
Yeah,
like
Ash.
I like how you present me
What?
like I was a prize.
You're my prize.
You could win a new car or a new person.
No, no, you can't. You can't win this person. He's my person, and I'll fight you.
I mean, if Ministry was here, be like, "Is Chewy prize?"
But yeah, Ash is going through something very interesting. So Aiden's never been in a relationship before, so he's learning how to be in a relationship with somebody, and the fact that they click so well is amazing. And the fact that he automatically knew how to treat Ash was also um very good too.
That's fair. I mean, it's a big step, especially like if it's a new, like I said, like a just in the stepping stone.
Long distance as well.
Yeah, that's like a twofer pretty much. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why I'm like I think this kind of like leads to like the of course with the whole thing, everything of like of course like what you're thankful for, and I know for us, and I know with many of you guys, it's like I know it's always like we always be thankful for like what we have in our lives, but I know we fail to miss the key things, which is if you have a family, and of course your spouse is, that's always been like that should be like the main thing you should be really thankful. And of course the other thing is like you always thank the man upstairs for like presenting you with the opportunities and stuff like that. But I know it's mostly ourselves. We have to think it's mostly ourselves. Because if you think about it, if you really think about it, in hindsight, yes, we get presented with opportunities in our lives, but at the same time, we as individuals have to take that first step of like, when you have to strive to move forward, and you do it right, and then things go, as planned, and then you get the life that you dream of, or maybe more, because I know people will always want more, but I know at the same time you have to be willing to put the effort into it. So that's why, whenever I ask you guys what you're thankful for, I don't expect the same answers because every answer is different. But
Mhm.
I know for most of us, I'm not saying it for like Ash, Mia, and everyone else here in chat, and of course for myself and Stormy, but I know that myself and Stormy's answer is going to be the same. It's basically we're thankful for having each other in our lives, but at the same time that we're thankful we have family as well. Because if we don't have, if it's not one thing, it has to be the other thing, and if we don't have either of those, that could be a shitty day. That could be like a shitty lifestyle right away.
So I got something to add to this. So a big debate's been coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And so freshly married, okay,
Okay.
you create your own family.
Mm-hmm.
Your husband or wife
Mm-hmm.
come first. So like having holidays with your in-laws, or do you split off to have holidays with your own family, your separate families? Because apparently, I mean, for us, I know that's something that we're gonna figure out, like alternating years and
Mm-hmm.
stuff and whatnot. But some people, like there was this on TikTok I saw, they were just married, I think a few months ago, and they're
Okay.
separating off to be with their families. Well, in my opinion, once you're married, you should be like with, your significant other and the in-laws. And then like after that, you can always alternate. But once you're with your family and have your holidays, it should be focused on you. If your family wants to join you or vice versa, then that's something that you should agree with your spouse.
Like, okay, so you're saying is what will be the
Like, what do you think would be the more appropriate thing?
more
Like, once
appropriate,
as a married,
like a
yeah,
freshly married couple? Okay, so
yeah.
which
Like,
is
what should they split off to be with their
the
families, or
family
should they
or
be,
stay
or
together?
should they be together?
Well, like I said, I think the best thing is to do it together because it's common sense. Because I feel like, I mean, like I said, it's based on people's preference. Because I get it, I guess if there was a scenario on my end, because of course, with based on our backgrounds, of course, family will always be everything to me. But if it's something where it's like if I end up getting married tomorrow, I have to shift my whole priority of my spouse. And if I decide it's like, hey, let's you know make some time to go fly out to go spend holidays with my family, of course we'll do it. Same thing if I had to spend time with my spouse's family, then I would make time for it. So it has to be pretty much vice versa, but we have to do it. You have to do it together because I feel like doing a split will be okay, but then there's a limit, pretty much, because it'll be like a certain limit, and then you will question about it, like why do we have to go, why do we have to separate to go enjoy in our own personal family time if we could just do it together, and that's like kind of like it's almost like want to be like, oh, I don't want you enjoy time with my family. It's kind of like saying that. It's like, why do you want to spend time with my family? Kind of, it's like, what's? I feel like that could lead to that. and it lead to complications, and then the whole shindig goes bad. But again, I'm not saying it. I'm saying from my own preference, I prefer to enjoy both sides of the family, but as long as we're doing it together, I prefer that, so that way there's more comfortability with both of us. And then if there's something that doesn't seem right, of course, the the man or woman of their their own personal family will have a personalized talk and be like, hey, be respectful, or else you're not gonna see me for for upcoming celebrations for holidays, and I'll just be hanging out with my spouse's family more than my own, based on how face
If
it.
there's drama or not.
Yeah, so
Yeah, because I saw, like I said, a newly married couple, and they decided to go their separate ways for Thanksgiving, and everybody in the comments is like, honestly, you should be with like your husband, you know. And like I get it. You guys have traditions and stuff, and then eventually, make your own traditions and everything, but I feel like you should be doing things with your spouse every year, no matter what. Like one of the first things that Julie and I were talking about is about alternating, like because of certain plans next year, it would be too tight of like going back and forth on a consistent basis because of how close we're going to be there already in the first place. And we would alternate back and forth, each year for the holidays and stuff, and something that we would have to figure out as time comes on.
yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely, Ash. Absolutely. If they're okay with it, then it's no one else's problem. Absolutely. And that's something, as long as it's agreed upon and communicated with a partner, and they're both on the same page and they both agree, absolutely, there's no issue with it whatsoever, and everybody else's opinion is void, because people shouldn't be opinionated about things like that. Excuse me. They have their own families, their own outlooks and everything. If they are obsessed with their husband and want to spend time with his family and stuff, then that's fine too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, 100%. Yeah.
So, it was just something that I was curious about, like in your aspect, um, overall, because I know that's something that we absolutely, Ash. It's all about communication, and that's another thing that I'm very grateful with Chewy is the way we communicate. Like if something gets thrown off, or like there's a miscommunication, we can talk about it and go from there, you know.
Yeah.
And then we usually go back and, we figure out a way to make things better for ourselves, and it's really amazing. Exactly. Exactly. Chewy's the same way. He'll completely like understand and everything. Like, for example, the other day I was freaking the fuck out because his phone was off. But I knew in my head that he was sleeping and that he was in bed at his house, Like I mentally was awake for that and I understood. But you know how the brain is, and the little gremlins that decide to come crawling in and be like, "Hey, something bad's gonna happen." You know, God forbid something happens, and I'm kind of low key freaking out. I was about to crash out, and all of a sudden he answers me like 45 minutes after than usual because I was worried about him. And I explained to him, I was like, "Hey, like I knew that you were sleeping, but like I was having this issue of straight out being like, I was worried about you, God forbid something happened." And he's like, "I get where you're coming from and it's totally okay." And like the fact that, someone can be like that and say, "Hey, like your feelings are valid and everything." And it just means a lot, considering what you go through in your past. And like the same when Chewy has a rough time and everything, I always reassure him as well and make sure that he's okay, and if I need to explain things and, help him out, get a better perspective and understanding, then I will too. Um Like that internal clock that goes beep 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 and we freak the fuck out. Exactly. But like again, I mentally knew that he was okay, and everybody's probably going to be like thinking like Storm, like why the fuck, if you knew he was okay, then what's the problem? Well, overthinkers unfortunately go through a thing where they think that the worst is going to happen because of traumatic experiences. It's great. Hi, Carrick.
Yeah, and I guess after the whole shit day that went down, now like I said, she had to call the Pentagon. Make it illegal for not me giving her attention for a whole day.
So okay. So after that, we texted for a little bit. I was working. I worked like almost an 11-hour day, and then he was planning on streaming his workout with his little brother. Excuse me. And what do you call it? And so I didn't really get to fully talk to him and sit with him about my day until 9 o'clock last night. And I said straight out, I was like, you leaving me hanging this whole day until 9 o'clock at night is illegal and I don't want it. And he's like, you're gonna have to go to state and the Senate. And I was like, no, this is illegal in our relationship. I don't need a law for that. It's illegal to not talk to me basically all day until 9 p.m.
But the way, like I said, guys, the way she's saying it, she's like gonna go to the Pentagon. She's gonna talk to someone of higher status to make it a law. At least not with like every relation, with all like not everyone's relationship, but just only me and her. Like if I don't get a word from this man, you better you better like strap him down, send his ass over to my way, or you better like send him like a fucking like the alerts you get that alerts on everyone's phones, but it has to be specifically on my phone. But like, hey, by the way, your woman needs attention. I need like it has to be all freaking all caps. I need attention. Me, Miss Baby, answer me, bitch. In those well, not in exact word, but I know she's gonna probably want the whole attention. And I'll be like, I'm just went to the bathroom.
Okay, so that's the other thing too. So today I was like, okay, I'm gonna make a coffee and I'll see you in VC. No problem. He said, okay. So I'm sitting here in VC for 20 minutes because I thought he was gonna hop on. Okay. I was like, babe, it doesn't take me that long to make a cup of coffee. Oh, I'm in the shower and I'm gonna get food after. Then why the fuck didn't you just tell me that you were gonna go take a shower real quick? Here I am spamming him with gifts saying 10 years later, all by myself, I'm all alone, all these things like just being fucking around. And this man tells me 20 minutes after the fact, oh, I took a shower and I'm gonna go grab some food real quick. Bitch, tell me what you're planning to do instead of saying, okay. And that's where the whole bug you conversation came in, and I felt like I was bugging him, and he's like, no, you're not bugging me. And I was like, I seriously think he doesn't say things because he likes when I bug him.
I like it.
Yeah.
I don't. I just say to make sure you don't you don't overthink yourself, and you don't.
So I do bug you then.
You don't bug me.
But you don't like when I bug out like that, like when I send the gifts and stuff.
No, I don't mind you sending it. It's just I don't want you to get in that headspace of like thinking that you are bugging me, because I never thought 1 minute of it of you bugging me. And I told you, like I said, if it happens, we will talk about it. And you already, like I said, you went straight for like, so I do bug you. It's like, no, you have to wait till I'm finished. I'm telling you, when that happens, and this how you already know since we're together for so long, which is never gonna happen. So she's like I said, she's already going through like multiple links already. And I'm ready to anticipate a freaking letter or a text message from the Pentagon saying like, "Hey, you gotta be on top of your shit, or else freaking Stormy's gonna let out
I
eight."
told I told you it's because of past traumatic events, okay?
I know, and you did tell me, we did text about it. She said, "Will you be willing to be patient?" It says, "Yes, I'll be 100% be patient with you."
Meh.
Man,
You forgot the meh.
man, yes. So that way, I can be cute, but then be disgusting at the same time. Yes. So
Meh.
that way she doesn't go in her episode. She doesn't have to call the fucking Pentagon, go DEFCON 3, and try to freaking arrest my ass to have my ass deported to Florida. All right, even though she wants that.
I mean, I'm planning on flying out there and then we driving back together. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well,
Hypothetically, I'd be the one deporting your ass to Florida.
noted. So she's gonna use the ice tactic to deport my ass to Florida.
No, I'm not crazy. Wild. Damn, Ash. So Ash is gonna be my bestie. She gonna fly out with me. Grab a shovel.
So fuck.
Excuse me. I'm
Crazy.
dying.
So-
Dying.
So noted. I'm gonna get in a car. They're gonna murder me and dump my body in Florida. Noted.
No.
Then why did she have a shovel?
To knock your ass out. She's not gonna stab you with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like willingly walk to her, be threatened by a shovel where I could just run away, hopping freaking fences like there's a border to see if y'all could catch me. And
No, Ash, it's not a shovel, it's a churro, remember?
so I'll be chased around by a white women with churros, not stereotypical with it. So noted.
It was a funny thing. So Wiggly Churry. It was a funny thing. So one night, this is when Chewy and I first started dating about 8 months ago, and Ash goes, "If Chewy does anything to hurt you, I'm gonna take a churro and beat him with it." I think when I told Chewy that, he was super fucking offended. He's like, "Why not a bottle of tequila or a burrito or something?"
It was crazy. Like what? Like, cause I even told her like, with tequila, I could at least say I died from a hangover. If it was from a burrito, I could say I could die from like being overweight from a bomb ass burrito. But churro, where it's like the most easiest thing to break, was like the most breakable thing known to mankind, unless she's planning on freaking sub-zero, like putting in dry ice to be as hard as a fucking police cane. It's gonna beat the shit out of me with it, and then I'll be worried by it.
Crazy.
See, even if you saying it's not full, okay, so if it's a warm churro, it's not gonna do damage, unless you're aiming for the ice and you're maybe blind from the sugar. Then yeah, see, fucking say that too.
Still folded in half and
So
poked it.
yeah, see well, it's not gonna be full because by the time she folds, it's gonna break. So, oh my god,
Crazy.
where's your man? Where's your man when I need him? It's like you need to put your girl on check.
No, she my bestie. So you
Not
stuck
you.
with her.
I'm not talking about you.
I was talking about Ash. She
Ash-
my bestie. She my
Ash's-
wifey.
I said Ash's man put you on check. Oh,
He's high in the Discord call.
Oh.
Yep. I see them. I see the proof.
I'll
The proof is in the pudding. He's even sharing his screen.
I'll to be. I feel
Playing
like
Terrarium?
I'll feel like I'll dangle like a bag of weed in front of Ash, like weed.
Oh. As I'm fucking stream up right now.
Christ. Anywho, well, before we get into our last topic, I actually was gonna say. A
Are
funny
we sure
story.
we want to get into this last topic? Because we're almost 3 hours in.
Yes.
We can talk about it next week.
No.
Okay.
No, it's a short one. So we like, as you know, I went to go get some food for myself and my brother. We went to McDonald's, right? We were in this
Yeah.
We went to this drive-through. We were paying for our food. We drive forward. There was a a glass window, like those hard, thickened windows that's like impenetrable, and we saw a hole. It's like someone threw what do you call those little? It's like cannonballs. The little the cannonballs from the Olympics. Those heavy ass
A shot put?
a shot put. Yeah, like someone literally shot put a window. I'm gonna take a picture of it. Like,
I thought you were talking about a glory hole, but all right.
and you talk about me being a degenerate. She's talking about glory holes. No, now I know what she wants for her birthday. Anywho, so a shot put, literally a force that dented the glass. By the way, let you know, it was it caused so much damage that it looked like it almost broke the glass, but it didn't break it fully. I drove by it. I'm like, what the fuck? Even my bro was like,
Crazy.
me and my bro's like, you saw that? I was like, you saw that, right? I was like, yeah, it was a big hole. And
Big holes. Was it 10 inches?
I wish it was. I wish. I'll be like, that's impressive. That's one thick, strong, girthy 10 inches cannonball right there. So, but I might have to take a picture. I'll probably take a picture of it like, and put it on Discord so you guys can see it.
I used to throw shot put in high school. Fun fact. What? I used to be in the track team. And I was a thrower. Fuck running, man.
Yeah, I was too. I was doing disc. I was doing flour tortillas. So
I'm sure you were. I threw discus. Javelin, forget it. I sucked at javelin.
oh, but that was easy. I threw little people. Whee! And then you hear Gabardon. It worked. You look like jalapenos. That's why they're called. That's why.
Raging.
That's why they're called jumping beans. Go, little guy, go.
You're learning Spanish? Wait, are you on Duolingo?
But yeah, that was my story, and it was like I said, it was funny, and I was so it was like random. They didn't care, like the workers there didn't care about it. I'm pretty sure the owner didn't care about it. So there was like just another day in the hood. So
I mean, maybe they already made a call about it, and now they just gotta wait.
fair enough, yeah.
Watch a lot of Spanish people on Twitch. Chewy being one of them, I get it.
Well, I mean, I am trying to help Stormy with Spanish, and you know she's still having a hard time with it. The only thing she learned is cheese sandwich. That's the only thing she learned. Well, she did learn a little bit from I had conversation with Smokey, but besides that, you know, I told her she could ask questions. She was like, "I do ask questions." It's like, when?
Last night about the cheese sandwich.
That was the only one. That was the only question she asked me, and I'm still waiting for more questions for her to ask me for Spanish. Even though she's still trying to rely on Duolingo, which pains me. It hurts my head because it's teaching me perfect Spanish and it's hurting my freaking region Spanish. All right.
So I should quit Duolingo.
If you're more welcome to, but if you feel like you feel like it's teach you some things, keep going. But if you still,
No, I feel like I'm under pressure with all the notifications of help with our the streak. Finish your streak. Yeah, Tinker, I'm talking to you and Mia.
Damn, the call out's crazy.
I mean, I can call out the 3 others.
Oh. But
One's Sheepy,
I don't you
one
have,
Sheepy, one's Casa, and then the other one's you.
first of all, I do my thing. I actually nudge you a couple of times before you nudge me. So
Mhm.
not today though. The times that you don't do yours, which is surprising.
Which is like last night or the night before.
No,
I didn't do it.
no. I think last night you nudged me, but the night before I nudged you.
I did a frozen streak.
Yes, I know you did.
Mhm.
So but yeah. But I think to end it off, I think this is a topic that was kind of like brand new to us. So well, I think well it was brand news to me
Do
because
you want me to talk about it?
yeah, is it the same? No, it's the same. We're talking about it. So
Yeah, about the ban.
about the what? Yeah, the
The
band. Yeah,
ban?
yeah. But I
Mhm.
want to get both our point of views because if you guys don't know, I'm part of the Juice Bar with Look All That Juice, and I heard about it recently from if you guys don't know who she is, her
It
name is
just happened yesterday.
yeah, it just happened yesterday, and the thing was it was the most dumbest thing ever, but both me and Stormy know what the possible cause was, and I hate it. Kind of aggravates me the most about it, and I hate it. And it goes back to a conversation I remember having years ago when I had to stop my old podcast. So if you guys don't know, we have a streamer friend that we recently got to know. Her name was Be the Chaos. You know, be like like Bumblebee, and then the Chaos, right? She posted a post on her Instagram that we both follow, telling about how she recently got banned for TOS from, of course, TOS Twitch, right? So, but the question was, what made this ban get confirmed and had her get banned, right? But we saw her streams. We both lurk in her streams a lot. You know, she's very friendly. She doesn't like she's kind of like us. She could be very unhinged in certain times, but she's very outspoken, very
She's a very
genuine.
positive person.
Yeah, she's the most positive person that we know. But the fact that we saw that she posted that, we were just of course we talked about it before stream, but we decided to make it a little topic of like how does this happen? And of course, Stormy brought up a good point. It was that probably someone was lurking, and they got a chance to see her, her stream and stuff like that. And I think there was something him or she did not like, and decided to report her and end up getting the ban. But that kind of leads to that was kind of like the bullshit thing, which I hate, because I've been in that situation where I got banned. But the reason I got banned, it was because I was live streaming a event that was unrestricted, but I was just like YOLO. So so it's not as worse
This is
as
before we met, by the way.
yeah. This was before we met. But if you guys don't know, I streamed WrestleMania. I forgot what WrestleMania was, but it was the one in Philadelphia. I streamed day one. Well, I streamed both days, but the second day I was okay from the first day, the first night actually of WrestleMania, which is a big event for wrestling fans. If you guys don't watch wrestling, it was a big event. I streamed it that first night, went well without a hassle. Had lots of good outback from it. I didn't got no lashes because I know people streaming live events they tend to drop like flies, getting banned on the spot. Luckily, it didn't. Yeah, it was like it was a copyright thing, but like I only did a little bit of. I tried to get past like the copyrights and the bandage because I know they had like people that work with Twitch, they lurk in people's streams to see like, okay, which one's streaming this or which one's not streaming as much of the content. So
I think it would have been the title as well that made
yeah,
it pop out if you said
well,
WrestleMania.
I didn't show too much, but like I said, I was in and out with it
Hmm.
that first night. But the second night, I decided just like let's see how far I could push it, and it lasted till the final match. You know,
Oh
the
no!
main event match, yeah, where everything was unfolding. By the way, everything was unfolding. Everyone was getting hype about it. Bam, instant ban. Like I got banned right there. I had
Was it 24-hour or a 7-day ban?
So when I first, like I said, it was my first ban. I got very scared
Mhm.
because I wasn't sure how bad the ban was. Like, because I
Mhm.
know each ban it has their different punishment and stuff like that. But since it was my first ban, and I think I had a kind of like a Gal free card, like Gal jail card, like the one they give every streamer for like any copyright stream they do.
Yeah.
So I had it. I didn't know I had it. I had to look through it. I think you had to send out an email saying like this is my
Like
first
an appeal.
one. Yeah, like this is my first one. You know, and I know, and I think that after that you have to wait another year until they give you another one, another like get out free jail card kind of. So
Yeah. Because
so
I know the copyright thing is like specifically 3 and then done,
yeah, but I
and
think
you'd be permanent banned.
yeah, but I think since it was my like I said, it was my first time. I only got only 1.5 day, like 1 day, and then in the following 24 hours, and then I was back within like the following day. So it worked out. It worked out because it was funny because I know Juice saw it, everyone saw it, and he was like, I remembered. Juice was like, "You legend, my man." Cause he saw it, he saw me, and people clipped it. There was actually a legit clip of me streaming it. When you guys,
Yeah, no, I seen it when I shouted you out, I think.
yeah, you guys can see like baby clips of it. But I tried to be, cause the sucky part about it was I was trying to be like maintaining it, cause people were going crazy. Like they were popping in and
Hmm.
out, dropping follows. They were like giving out, stuff like that. But I keep telling them, like, just ease up, don't too crazy, because last thing you need, you guys will be here. I want to give you guys the best coverage as much as possible without all the crazy shit. But of course,
Yeah.
everyone was going crazy, and I had to like cut to like this, my intermission screen, so that way they'd be like, "What happened to the match?" I'm like, I keep telling you guys, you need to chill the fuck out. Just chill out.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, but overall, like I said, it was my first experience, and possibly it's not gonna happen again because I'm not planning. I need this.
Don't be stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but
Welcome in, Finley. Can I have a shout out for my grandma Shirley?
Shirley Temple.
Crazy. What do you mean by that, Finley?
So yeah, but I think going back to the thing with B was, I think that thing I hate the most because like you said, the what
Is one person can ruin it for somebody
yeah
else, and that's
yeah
the frustrating part.
that's the frustrating part. That's why, like, to be honest, like when because the thing was how I'm not sure if you ever set it up. I had like a setup for my bot. If there was someone who did message, like did like a first chatter, and someone was like some that seems to be a bot, they will get instantly banned. Or like
Yeah.
those promotion stuff. So I'm not sure if B had it. If she didn't, if she probably had like a good structure of her bots. But I feel bad because I hate those type of people, because people do have the intention of be like, like how happened with you. You know how you did your thing with YouTube, live, where
Oh yeah, that YouTube live was horrible.
where you be like just being yourself, and then people will come in, they'll be spilling out slurs, sexual language, racial language,
And just being rude,
yeah,
like,
being rude, yeah.
you know.
So I won't say it happened to B because I'm pretty sure it was probably like someone just lurking, and they wanted
Mhm.
something,
But then again, they'd be like, "Oh, this is not something I want. I'm just probably gonna just do this and get her banned." And that's fucked up because I hate that, especially with like all the wholesome streamers that we all encountered, all the the multi personalities we
Yeah.
have. Like she doesn't deserve that. The only
Mm-hmm.
ones who deserve it is the one that give out that creepy fan service, like the one that rock the ones that are like in a bikini, they're in like a pool, stuff like that.
Yeah, the
I'm like,
OnlyFans type of
I'm like
people.
those, like not gonna lie, those are the people you have to
Like at
get.
one point, Twitch allowed censor bars, and like people were straight out naked, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, but it's like kind of weird, but it's kind of doesn't fit the brand though. If you think about it, like what,
Yeah,
like
because Twitch ain't an OnlyFans.
yeah, it's not OnlyFans, and you're trying to produce like content, and
Mm-hmm.
I guess people doing fan service is considered content, which is kind of fucked up in a creepy way, but it's weird
Yeah.
because I've seen like most of these the streamer that done the like the fan service, them be like they show like lots of unsensory stuff that were like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
it'll pass TOS. I'm like, this should not pass TOS. Like,
No, especially if like what the youngest age on Twitch is, what, 13?
I believe, yeah, especially if you have like a
And like
that's
the
the
mature
thing,
filters and stuff, what's
yeah,
that gonna stop? Like you're literally hitting okay.
yeah, like oh, it's sad.
Mm-hmm.
Like I personally I feel
Yeah.
like I know because I know they're trying to be better, but
Mm-hmm.
even though like
And
Twitch is,
there's always improvements no matter what.
oh
But yeah,
yeah,
there's also mess ups too.
no, there's room for improvement. But it's just that freaking they need to like freaking better. They need to better themselves. With the restrictions, because if you're trying to make it more
Mm-hmm.
friendly, like even it's like it's family friendly, like more friendly with like us, with personalities and stuff like that. You just need to be better at it, because if they want to take it somewhere else, let them take it like to Kick, because I know Kick, they're all Kick has their own thing, and they probably allow.
Apparently, people on Kick are planning on coming back to Twitch though, because Kick ain't what it used to be.
Well, because the
Like
thing,
Aiden Ross was saying that.
well, the crazy thing was, like even though we're going off topic, I know we'll get back to it a little bit. It's just that the like this the person themselves, how like, of course you think of all the big names of the streamers. They do like, for instance, like the ones that they always do their things outside, like they do their IRL streams. The funny thing was, they get a bad rep for it. They make their brand get a bad rep for it, because if you
Mm-hmm.
see that, because if you see how like most of the people there are, they are very disrespectful. They do rage bait, trolling, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And with, of course, over here, there are some people that do it, but at the same time they get checked for it. They get checked and be like, hey, you're doing a little too much, you need to stop that, or else we're gonna
They get a slap on the hand versus a ban,
yeah,
basically.
pretty much.
So basically, when certain people come into streams just to, ruin someone's day, that's usually what happens. So, like, for example, I helped a friend who's a father and his kid wanted to stream. Well, dad was going to be in the stream,
Mhm.
no problem. Well, dad walked away for like 5 minutes and the guy reported it because the kid was underage and dad wasn't there in that 5 minute time frame, which I think is really stupid in my opinion.
This-
Um,
and that's another, actually that's another one. We had to talk about. It says, I hate that kind of scenarios where they take advantage with, like, if you're not around, or they're around but they haven't spoken about it, they'd be like, oh, that's an instant, yeah, I have to.
like look at the VOD first. like appeal it and be like, hey, look at the VOD. He's been there for 2 hours of the stream and he walked away to use the bathroom or something. Excuse me. So like I just think it's really silly that people just decide to come in, whether it's to report somebody or to like go into someone's stream and start slurring or just making really rude comments. Like on YouTube and stuff, when the stream that Chewy was talking about, people were saying like I was a man, my hair was like, they were doing really rude fucking comments, and then someone was spamming the N-word. But I also had people there watching with their kid and stuff because I was gonna play Resident Evil on there. And that was really like rude of them that they just wanted to spam that, and it just like ruined my experience on YouTube in general, because like how, and I said this the other day, how can you say something behind a screen, but if you said it to me in person, would you have the balls to say it?
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, no.
Yeah, well, cause like I said, because I know, well, like I said, lots of us have we do have a front. We do have a front of like, how do we react to these, unruly people? Some people
Mhm.
would, will like be as comment collected as we could be, and then some people be like, why you talking shit? They'd be like, why you talking shit? Not my fault. Your parents dropped you as a kid. So like say they'll lash back. Pretty much, that makes sense. Like they'll lash
Yeah.
back and they'll say something worse, and then it gives the chatter like kind of like ammunition. You'd be like, oh, you can't be saying that. But again, like I said, like if you were to keep engaging the streamer, trying to be disrespectful and unhinged, don't be surprised we do it back. But the thing is, it's gonna be on our favor because we have protection. They don't. They could say they could say all they want, but we have the ability to, like I say, we could just remove you from our stream. We could ban you as much as possible, and then we can report you. So we have many opportunities we could do to you. But
Kind of like the fact of the guy that I just banned in your chat.
pretty much, yeah. Well, like I'm surprised.
He
Well,
literally,
call me a bitch. I
he
know.
literally, yeah, he just came in and said, bitch, I banned him. Like,
But
what the fuck,
like I
man?
said, it's cute. Like I said, that's the cutest thing ever. I know. It's just funny though. Like I said, it's cute. You come. People. Like I said, when people come in and say their shit, you're not gonna affect me. It's just like I
It
said.
doesn't affect the streamer. Yeah. Like if you have steel skin like me and Chewy do because we're so used to those kind of things, that's one thing. But if like someone like attacks our mods or a good friend of ours, then you're fucked.
Yeah.
And we will not back down from anything. So I know that for a fact because of the fact that I've done it for actually one of my old mods, because she made a mistake, and it happens. But there's times that I literally had a guy spoke Polish and called me a fat fuck because I was wearing a tank top one day.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just you never know what someone's going through, and like if that was anybody else and you go in there and call somebody a fat fuck, there's something wrong with you. Like, what makes it okay to call somebody a fat fuck? And probably 9 times out of 10, that person's probably a little bit more overweight than you are.
That's the thing that like that's this
And
thing though.
I'm not saying anything about fat shaming or anything. I'm just saying the person that points out the most flaws on somebody else is usually their flaws themselves. That is the biggest thing I've noticed. Is they always want to reflect it as somebody else, and they're gonna bullshit it and say, "Hey, you're the fat fuck and not me, and I'm not gonna do anything about it."
Yeah. That
Like, what am I missing here?
but like it's just it's like you said, it's just they need a reaction. They want a reaction out of the people, they lurk or they chat with, and it's like they're like, how far I'm gonna push it until I get banned or reported, permanently for the server. So that's the thing, versus, like I said, we have tough skin, but we're not gonna back down from from people who are gonna be very disrespectful. Because if you lash out, don't
You can keep talking your shit all you want, but the thing is, if we find out, like if you were like a fan of ours, then you come to see us on the street, when we were like with others, with ourselves or something like that. And if we figure out, let's say if we were to came out, you went to our friends and you were the one who was being a dick, and you were like, "Oh, I followed you for a long time, right?" And you're the one that you were giving us a hard time. Don't be surprised if I give you one good shot to the face, like one straight one. And you can say we're dicks and all, but it's like we have our rights. We are here to comfort people. We're not here to be dicks. You go to the big streamer like Doctor Respect. He's the biggest dick, and you could go to him all you want. He'll talk shit to you all you want. Go right ahead. Go for it. Have fun with it. I'm not gonna. I could talk shit all I want, but I'm not gonna talk down on you for like what? For my own self pleasure? No, I don't need that shit. I don't want that. That's not my thing.
Like, why would you lie? Like, the moral compass of people is ridiculous. Like, how do you not feel guilty to just be a shitty person?
That's
we create our corner of the internet so you guys have a safe place to forget about the shittiness for a couple hours. But there's so many
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
But that's the thing though. Like some of the people that come in, that talk their shit and they get instantly banned. They just don't care. They just live off negativity and just making someone's day a shitty day. And like I said, and that's why it that person that did it to be, but I know Prey, she probably got her hopefully she, is nothing crazy. It just probably someone made a false report and she ended up getting her stream back and she could start streaming again because
well, she's doing a big 10-hour stream.
Mm-hmm.
She posted, so if you guys want, I'm gonna shout her out on here. So if you guys just press the button up top, go give her some love. She's really amazing. I adore B. She's gonna be doing a 10-hour stream on Friday because she's on a 24-hour ban right now. So she'll be back. But definitely go give her some love. It's definitely well deserved. And she just wants to keep it positive. She wants to keep it going and everything. And so definitely just give her that love if possible. Because
Yeah.
you never know.
Yeah.
You never know what someone's going through, whether they're just trying to be positive or not. Like they try to create their own safe space in their own little corner and stuff. And yes, sometimes people are more chaotic than others.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have our moments, and V is totally like chaos incarnate because of the fact that she's constantly like singing or doing things, but she makes it fun.
Mm-hmm.
But she's a very chaotic community. But she has a great community.
Mm-hmm.
She's really wonderful in that sense. So, each person's different. And yeah, we don't always vibe with each other. Like, say, if you see a streamer that you don't really mesh well with it, you move on. You don't have to make a big shit about it. Just move on, go forward, do what you need to do. And take care of yourself. Like, why are people like in other people's business to make other people more miserable when you should be working on yourself to improve yourself?
Mm-hmm.
That's the biggest thing. No one takes fucking accountability for themselves, whether it's home life or work life. That is the biggest thing that I've noticed. All right. He's back over here. Stream refresh if you're on Chewy's stream.
That was weird.
Yeah, that was weird because you were just giving Ash the side eye and she's like, I don't like it. Hold on, let me do this shared chat again because I think that got disconnected. All right, I sent you an invite. Or did you send me the...
Yeah. There you
Okay. Okay, go ahead and mute it as well on your end. Okay. All right. Yeah. So, what I was saying was basically not only people just being shitty in general of just being a bully. I was saying also the fact of like not backseating but spoiling a video game too can be another way of being an asshole, because as someone playing a brand new game and oh, I finished this game in like 4 days and you're playing it on the 5th day and I already know what happens and blah blah blah, that's a really shitty thing to do. Like when Resident Evil came out, I streamed it when it came out, and people followed me, and the spoilers were in the name, which I really thought was shitty. Or someone will say you're spoiling it just saying you love a character in the game. I know, Ash, I know. Which is fucking wild. When you told me that, can I tell the story, Ash? Like, I'm not gonna say any names or anything, but like, I need to say this. Like, so Ash was playing Dispatch, okay?
Okay.
So as you guys know, that's a big game coming that's already out. It's like Butterfly Effect, all the games and stuff and everything. So she does her stream. She raids out to a good friend of ours, actually, that we've known since we started our streaming career. And basically he's at the same spot where Ash was. And Ash goes, "Oh, I love this character." Someone in his chat was like, "No spoilers. Don't be spoiling it." All she said was she liked this guy in the game.
The character.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. And then like it was another thing of like the streamer was asking a question and Ash was like, "Yeah, that, gives the answer and everything." And then this person's like, "I don't believe her. I'm going to look it up."
That's crazy. That's wild.
Did I do that well enough for you, Ash? Did I do that well enough? Was that 10 out of 10 acting?
Yeah, that's a.
It's so stupid. Like you.
It just kind of like goes back to it's like it goes back to the conversation we had from our first episode about the boundary stuff. It was it was like going off the story is like Ash wasn't breaking any boundaries. She was just literally made a comment about a character. Like that's it.
Like she literally said she had a hots for the guy.
Yeah, like and if
not literally, but you know what I mean.
No, I know, but like the thing is if the streamer would like say if you agree with it, like you can, and then and let's say of course like let's say the person said like don't spoil it, and if the streamer says the same thing, you can't like where you can tell the streamer like don't spoil it. Like come on, dude.
Exactly.
Like come on, like what do you gain from it? It's stupid.
You don't. It is really stupid, and I don't get it because of the fact of like you say you like somebody. What does that have to do with spoiling? Like that's like me saying, "Oh, I like for example, like in the book, like in ACOTAR or something, being like, "Oh, I like Tamlin." Bitch, why the fuck do you like Tampon? Or like I don't want to spoil her because I know she ends up with somebody else. Like I've read the whole series. But anyway, like it's like why? Why do you have to be negative and stupid? Oh, Ash, I got fired the fuck up the other day, and I will message you that on a different DM because Chewy knows I don't get pissed. But I got super pissed about this. And it's over now, but like it was just like what the fuck. But it's just so silly. Like how people react and you don't realize what the other person's doing, but because they're in their own little, I call it an ignorance bubble. If you haven't been through a traumatic experience, you're in your own little ignorance bubble. Okay. Like, you don't care about anybody else. You're focused on yourself. You're living your life, doing what you need to do. You're happy-go-lucky.
Mm-hmm.
Those who have their ignorance bubble popped, like Chewy and I, we care for others more than we care for ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And we respect other people. We make sure, like, hey, we have an understanding. When I say something, like I saw this on TikTok, when I say something and like I'm explaining something like this happened in my life too. This happened in my life too. I'm not saying that to one up you or anything. I'm saying that because I understand what you're going through.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I always hate talking about myself. I really do. Even though with this podcast thing, I still fucking hate it. You know, I don't like talking about myself because I'm not the type of person that wants the recognition.
Yes.
Do I deserve the recognition? Probably. A lot of people say I do. But do I want the recognition? No. You know? So, like, I really hate talking about myself. And that's the thing about being a streamer, too. It is about you. You're making a show for people, you're making it entertaining. Okay? There's got to be a gimmick. There's got to be something that allows people to stick with you. You know, like, what do I do in my streams that helps people, you know, stick around and come back each time?
Yeah, 100%.
Could be it could be just me to be genuine, me remembering something that they did like 2 weeks ago and being like, oh, how did that go? You know? Or something as simple as being nice to somebody.
Well, but that's the thing. But that's the thing that goes back to the whole thing with B. Like Chief, when you find your own little structure, you know, your own personality, your own structure, your everything pretty much. Your
Yeah.
your full painting, your painting of what you're looking for, not stuff. You know you don't have to adjust to anything. But I know like as a streamer, you know, we're always working to improve, you know, to try and make sure we have that perfect painting. But again,
Yeah.
and it goes to like when you know with dealing with ignorant people, if they just be like, just come in, don't say no. If they don't say nothing, they don't speak to you, they don't get to know you, and you make a personalized assumption based on what you see, then you're in the wrong 100% for doing that, and you don't, you know, it's a very disrespectful thing you do as a person, to you know, going, you know, like make you feel like shit, and they haven't done anything to you, you know. So it's just the dumbest thing. I hate about it. You guys don't, you know, some of you guys don't deserve that. But the ones that are always lingering and they don't say nothing, and then they feel like you don't have that obligation to their needs, you shouldn't be around. Let alone you shouldn't be a chatter. If anything, you should go somewhere
Or it
else.
could be someone new
Yeah,
being like, oh, I don't like how you look, ban.
yeah.
Like, I'm going to
Same,
report you.
yeah. Same thing with you know like with new people that need a comfort space. Why
Or
would you?
come in and call you bitch.
You know, if you go out your way, you know, just to come in be an asshole, then you're not allowed.
It's just silly.
You don't deserve to be here. If I were the disrespectful people that come in and out, just be like assholes. Just just instantly delete your account, go to Kick, go talk shit over there, or go to YouTube, talk your shit there, and just leave people on Twitch alone, or go to someone that'll lash back at you to see if you feel like a piece of shit more than that person. Simple as that.
Yeah.
You know, because last thing you need is you know, is like we talked about. If you cross the wrong person, and you do have a one-on-one intake with that person, and they find out, like they could be like, you know, if you go greet them and they find out from a, you know, if it'd be like us two in a panel, and like let's say a friend of ours who was a mod be like, hey, that's the guy that called, you know, that called Chewy a bitch or called Stormy a bitch, and be like, oh, it's nice to meet you, whack. Or I'll be like, get him out of here, I don't want him here, he shouldn't be here. This is a, you know, this is a, like you give new people that come in, find a safe space, a bad name, and you don't deserve to be here, so you can leave. Simple as that. You know. And or it's like if you want to have a different altercation, we could do it, you know, on the side, or we could do it when there's no one looking, so that way we could sort it out, you know, like
So you
grown
can heal
adults.
your wounds and
Yeah,
So you can lick your wounds after you get your ass beat
yeah. Like
for
you,
doing
like
something
if you
stupid.
wanna, be grown, if you wanna act grown up. Don't act like a kid. Don't act like a child. Because if you want to act like a child, we'll treat you like a child. And last thing you need, a grown person wants to be is a child. Don't be treated as a
So I
child.
feel like some people like that lately.
Well, like I said, like if you want to get your ass beat like a child, go back to your trauma. It's like being disrespectful. You're having your parents, give you smack you to get discipline, and then hey, you want to do it as a grown man or woman, or pronouns. Hey, as the saying goes, with people who are willing to give discipline, they're ready to eat for everybody. So no matter who you are, if you want that respectfulness, and you want that respect treated back at you, treat the streamer as well as the community with the utmost respect, and you will get that respect. It's not rocket science. It's
As
about
long as you just don't do anything stupid. See, that leads back to being behind a screen versus being in person. If you
Mhm.
were to say, "Hey, I'm gonna fuck you up on, in a chat or something, or you're a bitch or something," say it to my face. Like literally show up and say it to my face,
Yes,
you know? And they won't
it,
because they're too pussy of it. It's so easy to talk shit behind a screen, but yet in a front of a person, they
they
wouldn't handle it.
They wouldn't, like, it's like, and I'm not saying I'm speaking for every streamer, because I know each streamer is different and all that stuff, but it's like, I know each streamer has a comfort zone. They have a community that will always back them up, but at the same time, it's like, what happens when you get to a situation where you had to confront that person to speak your mind and how you were feeling.
Mhm.
When they come in, like I said, I know, like, there's that split second where they'll come in, they gotta say, any rude comments or slurs, the whole nine, right? But you as us as streamers, you have to have a straight face. You have to keep your composure and not let it bother you until, like, once the mods or yourself have to make that personalized ban or just report them, so that you could at that slide of, okay, I'm relaxed, I'm fine now. We got rid of the situation, done deal. But if you feel like, if you have to come across them in a well, and knock on wood, I wish it doesn't happen to no one. If you have to come across the individual that are very rude and disrespectful, you're gonna
Mhm.
have to you have to, like, man up, or woman up, pretty much, grown up, pretty much, and had to face that obstacle head on. So not only
Being
that,
held accountable.
yeah, like, you have to hold that person accountable, and that way, once you put that person on their place, you get that self confidence, that as well as, like, you feel good by yourself knowing that you held your ground, you took the initiative, you faced them with head on, and now you could just go out with, like, a bang, feel good by yourself, that you did something impossible that was very, I know it's out of people's comfort zones, but you have to do it. You have to do it, so that way you feel good by yourself and you can move forward from it, knowing that you face these types of obstacles.
And
So,
I have a perfect example of that. And it's not Twitch related, it's more life related. So, this is something that I really don't go into much, but when I was younger, I used to fear my mom. Um, Emotionally abusive, mentally manipulative, that kind of thing, without her realizing it because it was a normal Tuesday. Um, well, one day dad and I aren't, we don't live in a clean house. We have animals. It's a mess, chaotically organized, that kind of thing. It's not a spotless house,
mhm.
you know. And my mom's like, I don't like the way you live, you sure you don't want to live with me, blah, blah, blah. And like, me being happy versus me being miserable are two different things.
Mhm.
And like I said, I had the fear of God on my mother. Like I was terrified of her. And um and dad's like, you need to speak up. Like you need to speak up for yourself. And I spoke up for myself. And it was through a text message, because sometimes it's easier to text versus, because also I'm the type of angry person that cries. So like when I get pissed, it's like it seems like I'm upset, but I'm not. So like it was just easier to text.
Mm-hmm.
Um and just basically speak up for myself and say, "Hey, like I like where I'm at. I want to live my life here and I'm happy."
Yeah.
You know, and do what I need to do for myself. And then, like, it was another time where she was always asking me, "Hey, can you do this for me? Can you do that for me? Can you take care of this for me? Do you have money that I can borrow?" You know, and I lost it. I was like, "All you do is text me because you want something done. Like, I'm your daughter. You literally live down the street from me right now." She does,
Mm-hmm.
but she does not go out of her way to make sure I'm okay.
Gotcha.
Like literally, like when I lost Kyla, "You good? Like you doing all right?" Think she checked on me once since I put Kyla down. And I'm just like, but the point is I spoke up and I said what I said and I felt better because of it. And because of that, my mother backed down and she realized she had no power over me. So that's why it's also important to speak up for yourself because not all actions are going to be bad. You know, if it does, depending on the situation, yes, there's times that if you speak up for yourself, it can get violent, depending on the situation, of course. You know, I know there's a lot of abusive relationships and things like that that are very intimidating and very scary,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But in a normal situation, like when it comes to narcissistic parents or, just in general, or even friendships, and you know that it's safe enough to have that communication with them, even though they don't understand it,
Oh,
in
100%.
the end, you'll feel so empowered because you stood up and took care of yourself.
Accurate.
Let's see. Ash said, "You know where I came from. I basically lived in a storage unit because my roommates put all their stuff in my house." Yes. "Where I couldn't move and I was literally stuck in my room, and it took my aunt coming over to tell me I needed to speak up and they needed to go so I could have a better life." Yes. Ash went through a situation that literally um it was really bad. Like she was stuck in her room. Um and it got to the point that her aunt had to come over and basically kick them out. And now she's on her own, which is great. I think that house, you said it got split, right, Ash? So it's like a duplex. So now she's living on her own, doing her own thing and able to focus on herself and have the room to relax in her own living room, which is so nice. Um, so I'm really proud of her and very happy for her. And I've seen a lot of friends go through a lot of toxic either relationships, whether it's with roommates, friends, exes, and the fact that they're all better now and have improved is just proves my point that communication is the solver of all things, you know. And that's why it's important to protect your boundaries and to take care of yourself. But I think we should be wrapping this up because I can't feel my legs right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I mean, that's a good way on a good notes because like I said, it was just we're trying not to be very sentimental with our conversation, but we want to be very balanced. That way, it makes people feel comfortable being here, and that way, it gives you guys a chance to like feel like if you guys ever want to speak up or talk about something that's you're afraid to talk to others about, or like or other streamer that you feel like you won't get the right answer. Again, you guys are more welcome to ask us these type of questions because we've been through these kind of scenarios, we've seen these kinds of scenarios, and we'll say it with our honest feeling. Will it be the right answer? No, but it'll give you some
Maybe not to you.
yeah, but like maybe not to you, but like it'll at least give you kind of like a concept of like what we're trying to say, so that way it kind of gets by, get through, so that way you can figure out the remaining of the situation you're trying to figure out. So but besides that, we I think we'll like I said, with the Thanksgiving special, I would like to say to everyone that's been in our our podcast that we are very thankful for your moral support. You know, it means a lot knowing, you know, for us being doing art, what we've been doing for so many years, and for future outcomes, you know, future podcast, future videos, etc., etc. We just like to say thank you. That's, you know, especially with the special holiday, because we're thankful that we have such a great audience, great people. No matter of the views, no matter how many people that come in to watch us, but we know eventually when we post stuff, you eventually are gonna see it. You know, give you guys your initial reactions on, you know, what we need to improve as, you know, streamers as well as content creators, as well as give us ideas on what we could work on to make it better, so for your entertainment, as we said. And again, thankfulness. That's the main thing at this point. We should be always be thankful for what we have and for the people that we surround ourselves with. Because that, without that, you know, we won't be where we are today. Because, you know, like I said, we don't have these little things, because the little things will matter the most, instead of trying to strive for the big things. Because I know we want big things in life, but it'll come.
It's the journey.
It's the journey.
It's the journey take to get to the big things, and
Mhm.
each step is one step closer to no matter what your goal is.
Mhm.
So always remember that if you feel like you're having a tough day and whatnot, you woke up today, you got out of bed, you showered, you went to work. Those are all great steps, and you're doing them. If you woke up today, that's a big step, and that's a blessing within itself that you woke up. Not everybody wakes up.
Nope.
So, as you guys know, coming from, just dad and I to this whole community, and you guys have just created something so special to us. And the fact that, um, you know, that you guys have accepted Chewy into my community, has been an amazing, amazing part of this year, honestly, because, he's definitely someone that I'm very grateful and I'm blessed for to have. And I thank, God every day that I have him and everything. And, and I know he says the same for me, because it's just, I think we've helped each other get out of a hole in our trauma, and we're healing each other in our own little way, to the fact that we can help live lives together without worrying. It's leading up to future plans, basically, and it's been such a great year. And I know as we get closer to 2026, which is crazy to think about, honestly, um I'm ready. I'm not gonna lie, I'm ready. I'm excited for next year, because Chewy and I got a lot planned already. And we're looking forward to it. It's gonna be a busy year for us, but it's gonna be so worth it. And I think we're ready, right, babe?
Yeah, I believe we are. We just, you know, it's a stepping stone that we're gonna have to face, but we know that once, you know, once we set our mind to it, we're gonna keep driving, and then eventually, hopefully, you know, not saying by next year we get, you know, we be able to get our goals in, you know, our future goals, our dreams, and all that stuff, as well as everyone
If we
else.
stay consistent, who knows?
Yeah. So.
Who knows? But yeah, so the main thing is, just focusing. Exactly, Ash. Exactly. We're working towards it, and that's what counts.
Mhm.
So it takes time and everything, and gotta do what you gotta do. But
Mhm.
yeah, we're gonna find somebody to raid. Um, let's see. Raiders on. Charty B is on. Fighters is on. Or I got new people. Because I think we rated Cheapy recently, right?
Have
Fairly
we?
recently.
No, 'cause I think the only last person we rated out was to Lexi.
Yeah. But no, I mean the last time we did a collab together. I think the first podcast we rated Cheapy.
Yeah.
So this is the second podcast. So
Yeah. So anything. I think we could rate out to Raider. think Raider deserves a
Yeah.
little something.
You want to raid Raider?
We can read out
Okay.
to Raider, yeah.
And call him the goodest boy.
Yeah, call him a good boy. You know, he
Hold
probably
on.
won't. He probably will have a fight with Stormy now, but not with me because he'll accept me. His fiddle Mexican.
Hold on. Hold on. I got this. Wait, hold on. Where the fuck's my emotes? What is this Franker Face Z? Where's my Twitch emotes? Okay. And then let's do okay. So that's the raid. And then that's the sub raid for both of us. And then the bottom one, everybody should be available to do that. So we're gonna go raid Raider. Thank you guys so much for being amazing. I stream on this side, so you guys can go give Chewy some love. It will be on his YouTube, which is youtube.com/@ChewyLocks06. So make sure you go give him some love. He definitely deserves it. You guys know this. Come on. Do I have to say this? I'm pretty sure you guys are sick of me saying let's go give Chewy love. So, you know, I really do heckin' appreciate you guys. You guys are super amazing. And I know Chewy appreciates you guys too.
Oh no,
You
of
know,
course.
for those go ahead.
No, of course. It's like I said, you know, even though the outcome hasn't came out, you know, like I said, I never expected to have a big outcome, but I know as like I said, we push forward, you know, moving forward to get things better and better. You know, I know
Mhm.
good things will come to those who be patient, as God always says. You know, even though I'm not the type to be saying these things because I have my religious beliefs, but I'm little by little accepting. That's the
Everybody's at their own pace and they all
yes,
have different beliefs and we get that, you know.
yeah.
So, but anyway, everybody have a wonderful Thanksgiving. If you celebrate, if you don't celebrate, have a great Thursday. We're still thankful for you no matter what. Stream is up in the air for Dad NATO and I. I will keep you guys posted in the Discord. So make sure you're a part of that. Chewy is off tomorrow, and then I will be back Friday if anything, and then we'll be back together Saturday.
Yep. So yeah, but in all, stay safe. Love you guys. You know, all the good stuff, and hopefully I get to see you guys on Saturday. But with all being said, I'll see you guys on next one. Peace.